morning, lovely, lovely people. It is Friday the 9th of February. Welcome to TDA the day after, your favourite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. Let's introduce ourselves.
Shit.
There's a lot going on around here. A lot going on in the streets.
It's your boy, 6 foot plus of pure temptation. Big Moss from the east side of the bridge. Good morning, people.
As always, your favourite shade queen, my own royalty.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst. And of course, the melanin is jam-packed.
Always is. And as you can see, Brenna's here. You just walked past the camera. How are you guys doing this morning?
Ready for the weekend.
I hear. I'm going to a Caribbean roast this weekend. Well, to get Caribbean roast.
Is that in Brixton or something?
No.
There's one I've been trying to get to. I can't remember where it is, but it's booked up.
I think there's one in
Brixton.
Brixton.
Booked up for ages.
There is one in Brixton. I'm not going to that one. There's one near around here.
Okay, yeah, it's been booked up for
Really
ages.
excited. I'd love to eat,
What
man.
day is that?
Sunday. It's a Sunday roast.
Was there space for +1?
Do you want to come? I'm going with my friend. You can come with us.
I'd be on the booking, man. What time, actually?
We're going at, is it 2, I think? 2 o'clock? I think 2 o'clock. Check my calendar, because I am that girl.
But what's the Caribbean roast though? What's the difference?
We're going to find out. There's 2
It's
phase.
flavour, innit?
Okay, cool. So it's
Seasoned. It's seasoned.
the same ingredients, but it's just seasoned different.
No, I'll just have
No, I
like,
think
it'll just be like, proper.
Yeah.
It'll just be a Caribbean roast, innit? Roast chicken, rice and peas, roast potatoes,
That
mac
kind
and
of vibe, yeah.
cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. I just love to eat, man.
That's like my favourite. That's some of my favourite shit, I'll be honest with you.
What, eating?
No, like Sunday. When my mum's cooking on Sunday, Sunday dinner's that's my bag.
You don't have ackee and saltfish, like, might be a very silly question. But like, I guess afternoon and dinner and stuff like that. It was just like a morning dish.
You can have it for dinner.
Okay.
When we have ackee and saltfish.
That one is like scrambled eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, more commonly might be with a breakfast and some fried dumplings or something like that. I don't know, but I've had like ackee and saltfish and white rice and
Okay.
banana and yam and shit like that for dinner before.
Okay.
Is your yam like African yam?
What do you mean?
Like what is your yam?
Just yam.
Okay, because you know like Americans call yams.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not yams.
Yeah, they're talking about
What's American
potatoes.
yam?
I think they're talking about like sweet potatoes or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or something else.
You know, this is just yam, I believe.
Yeah, this is just real
Normal yam.
It's
Okay.
like Trinidad yam, isn't it? How you people call it? Yam.
Yeah, yam is yam.
Yeah, real yam. Not the American yam.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, you want some yams? And I'm like, girl, that is orange. That is not yams. Brent, how are you, sir?
I am blessed and highly favored. Thank you very much.
Love that.
Good morning, chat. Good morning, Carrie Ann. Good morning, Gin and Gist. Good morning, Oyen. Good morning, David. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, T. Good morning, Palwal. Good morning, Everest.
Wow.
Good morning, Dr. Amani. She's changed it.
She changed it.
All right,
Big
then.
up you, girl.
Good morning, Imi. Good morning, Ghana Greatness. Good morning, Alexander.
Oh, that's a nice
Such
name.
a strong name, right?
Ghana greatness, isn't it?
No.
Oh, Alexander.
Yes.
I used to wish that was my name. It's my brother's name. It's my mum's name. It's my younger sister's name. It's my brother's wife's name. It's her dad's name. I'm around a lot of Alex's.
Yeah, it can't be yours.
It was not mine.
It
I think
would
it's
be too
so
much.
silly when I get Deborah. Silly. Anyway.
Good morning, Davina. Good morning, Timmy. Good morning, man like Vim Diesel. Good morning, Izzy Bambino. Good morning, chat. I think we may have the Discord hotline working,
Okay.
Yes.
at least temporarily. When it is we open up the phone lines, and we will announce it here, y'all can, if you want to talk, if you want to participate, if you want to quote unquote call in, then raise your hand to speak, and then we'll invite you onto the stage.
Beautiful.
That's during the show when it is we announce that the hotline is now
Blinging.
live. When it's blinging, then y'all can do that accordingly.
Yeah, that's actually really cool, actually.
Hopefully it works.
Big
It
up,
should.
big up Brent, big up Ziz for making that happen.
Disease.
Oh, Mo.
Moses.
Why is his name?
He's
Why has
the-
it got a Muslim name and a Christian name? No, you're a bad influence. That's what I'm hearing. You're bad. No, your parents are like you joined bad gang. You are the bad gang they speak of. Moses.
Let's unite our
I
people,
said,
man.
disease. I hate giving synonyms of the same name. It's so funny. Big up Moses though.
Every time, man.
The ghost in the machine.
The what? The ghosting machine.
The ghost in the machine. Mr.
Love it, man.
Moses.
Big up Moses, man.
How are you yesterday?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm feeling samba.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know if I don't know if anyone else knows what that kind of mood that is. When you hear that, what does that mean to you actually?
Mm.
I'm gonna put my iPad. I'm actually gonna put my iPad at you. Gosh, Brad, how do you not knock his head from where you're sitting? You got such a good view as well. Oh,
Sorry. No, you can't watch the video on Discord. Well, not just yet.
who was that?
Dr. Amani. And
We
then
got Dr. Money. I like
Gin
that.
and Gist. I don't know. Who keeps on asking me to say happy birthday to people when it's not their birthday yet?
Also, shouldn't the birthday people be in the chat to get happy birthday?
They are in the
You can't-
chat. They are in the chat.
Then they should say, hey, happy birthday. When it's your birthday, have like a, you know that little confetti balloon popper emoji? Have that next to your name, please. We can't be doing happy birthday by proxy. This is... Do you know what I always wanted to have though? A radio show, like a nighttime radio show. Like a Jenny Francis type of vibe.
Okay.
Put my name in the hat for TMB, by the way. I've always wanted to do one of those things where like people call in and like they want to, you know, shout out someone they love or like an ex or something, man. I've always wanted to do that.
But her voice suited it though.
Are you sick? You say my voice doesn't
No,
suit it?
I'm just.
You don't know you don't know
You
what
have
my
a morning
phone.
voice.
You don't know my sexy voice sounds. You better ask the man. This is my TDA voice. When it needs to be activated, oh baby, trust me, he does what he needs to do. No. Yeah, to be fair, but she talk like that off air as well, though.
I don't know.
So she can put voices on.
I'm not too sure. Mars probably know.
Do you know what does Jenny Francis sound? How she sounds on radio in real life?
I don't know. I think so, you know. Yeah, she does actually.
Does she?
I think she might put it on a little bit.
See what I'm saying, Brent?
Yeah.
I could do it. I'm said that-
Especially when it comes to the slow down zone.
See, I said I wanted to do a show, like that. Brent's out here telling me I've got a morning voice. What the hell does that even
Do you
mean?
agree?
What's a morning voice?
Pleasant, lovely, bright,
Alive.
alive.
It's not a whining
So I'm not getting people down
Get
to
people
the...
ready for the morning. That was a compliment he was giving you.
Of course it was.
I thought it was a
wouldn't give
curse.
her compliments. Thank you very much.
Is that only... You're cool. She said wink.
He was the one who started it. I've never done it because you can see me. God damn.
You're winking so hard. I thought your eyes would drop out. See, man. No, but that would be such a vibe, man. Didn't bring that. But we used to be a country, man. So many nice things we used to have.
Used to be
A country. Pick up Jenny Francis every single time. What a legend.
Every evening.
Yeah, the neighbors were more neighborly, isn't it?
They were. Neighbors are rude now. The other day I said good morning to someone. She aired me. I said, well, don't then. Don't have a bad morning then. So rude. So rude.
I live in a nice community. We say morning to each other and stuff like that.
That's lovely.
That's how it should be, man.
I mean, I tried to, but, you know, because the community I came from, we did say good morning. It was very lovely and very sweet. The area I live in now, just life has been hard on them. Like, what the hell are you going through? Say good morning back. But I always say I always say good morning to like black elderly people.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like they look at me like you have no home training. It's a Nigerian in me, so I have to say good morning to them and stuff.
I feel like, to be fair, a lot of them sometimes are pleasantly surprised. You know what I mean?
No,
They
we always
don't
take
really
people back.
expect it.
You always take them. So when when you take people back, man. Even like complimenting somebody, that like you're trying to jump them. I'm like, no, girl, your top is just nice. It's a nice top.
Yeah. I said good morning to, again, I could be wrong, but she looked like a Filipino
Okay.
type of older woman. And like, because obviously I leave the house similar time to
Clutch
her.
her pearls.
No. No, to be fair, what I'm about to say may sound a bit silly.
Okay.
But you know, sometimes you just, you're selective about who you say good morning to.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
maybe you feel like maybe this person could be foreign or they could be whatever. You know what I mean? Like they may
that's
not
not the
be
reasons why, but yeah.
understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But
yeah.
today it just came out, and she was like, "Oh, good morning."
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
lovely.
Okay.
So now you were taking it back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Was that the
In a
first
good
time you
way.
ever told her good
First
morning?
time, yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just thought, you know when you see, let me not continue because it will definitely go down.
Yeah, it's different. It's already, just stop it. Just stop at the
But
good
it was a pleasant exchange.
That is
You know
nice,
what I'm saying?
actually, yeah. But I mean, when I go to the office, for example, I only issue out a maximum of 2-3 good mornings.
Okay.
If you miss 2 mornings, I'm not repeating myself. I'm not doing this. Some of you were up at 11. I'm not telling you good morning. Good afternoon, as a matter of fact. Nice of you to join us today. Yeah, good mornings. It depends, man. But nah, I miss like the way the community was back in the day.
I love nice of you to join us, though. That is quality.
I love a nice
nice of you to join us is just.
because you never. But you know what it is? As the
I like
recipient,
Brent.
100%.
It's just quality, man.
no, but I like dishing it. I don't like being a recipient of it. Because as a recipient, it's like a conflict. You don't know whether you want to. Like how am I responding to this?
Thank you.
You see what I mean? No, but the spirit of shade lives within me. So I want to be shady back, but I'm like, ma'am, behave yourself. Yeah, I love it. Nice of you to join us.
Wouldn't have it no other way.
You must get love though, isn't it? that Fred is laughing like that. His evil laugh. But anyways, all right, well, we love it. Nice of you guys to join us today, this morning. It's nice. We appreciate it. Please like the video. I know we haven't been saying it a lot. I think it's had a positive effect. People, anyway, human beings. Let me never get into a rant about what human beings are like. But please like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that great stuff. And don't forget, you can, or you should, join the Discord. The link, is the link in there?
Yeah, the link's at the top.
Yes, the link's at the top. And if you want to chime in on any parts of the show, please raise your hand up in the live room and we will get you up. Or Brent will get you up. And then, yeah, we go from there.
Yeah. When we say the hotline is now blinging, that's when it is they could put their hand up.
I ain't quoting Drake. Actually, Drake is quotable now, considering.
To be honest, I only said that because you said it in the first place. So let's not use blinging then. The hotline's not open. That's it.
That was such a silly song, you know.
Hotline bling?
Yeah, but it's just like, it used to really wind me up. You know, there's certain songs that come out that just, and then the radios play it so much and it's everywhere. And back then, we used to listen to radio and stuff. And it's just like, gosh, that song really took it out of me.
Can you remember last week, Friday? I think it was Friday, when I asked what was the top album from the top 3 R&B kings. And you all said, give us a week. It's a week now. So,
Are you telling me that just came to your heart?
because I just remembered he had something to offer, but he hadn't offered it yet.
See, it's because you said, your are getting people in trouble. It's bringing up homework.
Did you come up with it yet? I think you had 2. You had, what's your top 3? That was one of the things, the task that you had. And then the second one was to take part in that second question. Have you come up with the top 3 yet?
You know you didn't thought about it.
The top album, the best album out of the 3 that you pick.
Oh, so what? My top 3 R&B albums, and
No.
then what?
The top 3 R&B artists.
Artists. Okay. No, I haven't. You know.
Oh, I just saw there's a chat on this thing. On the live thing.
Yeah, there's a chat.
That is so cool.
Although, I'm glad you did mention that, Brent. Because I did go back to listen to 8701, man.
Oh, did you?
The album was good.
It
You know
was
what I'm saying?
flipping classic.
It was good. It was good. But I don't know. Do you know what it is? I think maybe when Usher got to the year period with Lil Jon and them, I think I switched off.
Do you know what's killing me? Sorry, this is so random, yeah. Obviously, Usher's doing Super Bowl on Sunday, right? Big up Usher and that. But he had a picture of Lil Jon and Ludacris. I promise you, on everything that is me, I thought it was Ashake. I was like, what? I was like, we made it. Not Ashake at the Super Bowl. It was Lil Jon. So I didn't even know this is what this man looked like. Anyway, sorry. I was so happy as well.
I think that's what it was. I think at the time when I heard I just thought, what is this, man? I'm not interested in this type of Usher.
So I was talking about something to do with Usher on the timeline, and this white guy was like, I'm a white guy, so of course you know what my favorite Usher song is. Yeah. White people be cutting shapes. love that song so much.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to his Super Bowl performance there.
What
gonna be lit.
would you say is your best? I think I asked you this before, kind of. But if you were to choose one Chris Brown album
Oh yeah, you did.
to make one a believer,
Ooh, to make someone a believer.
because I think Mars, you said like Chris Brown's your top 3, innit? Or you may not have said top 3. You said like the 3 kings.
Yeah, I said he's one of the kings.
He's definitely
Yeah.
one of the kings.
One of the kings of R&B.
I would say Fame
Okay, cool.
for All My Enemies. That album has range. He's doing slow songs, then he's rapping, then he's taking that album has range. I would say Fame.
Okay. What would you say? What's the album to convince someone that Chris Brown is one of the kings?
I don't know Chris Brown. I don't know a single Chris Brown album.
Sorry,
like that.
I'm gonna open up the line. I need a jingle for this. I don't have one yet, so I need to find one. But this is great for participation, right?
Conversation, yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. I'm gonna open up the lines.
Let us know.
Anybody wants to come up
Chime
and-
in.
Yeah, chime in. Please raise your hand in the TDA hotline.
Yeah, I know Chris Brown like songs. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know
One.
the albums.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Usher's joints, I know the albums. Like if you think I could pick the album, when you say Chris Brown, my brain doesn't go to it.
Don't listen to him that much to
It's
know.
just singles.
Okay, I hear you.
If that makes sense. I don't know the body of work like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. The one I picked has Look at Me Now. It has Deuces on it. It has what's it called? Beautiful People. I hate that song though.
Ain't Deuces.
Fame, I do know Fame though. To be fair,
Yeah,
that's Fame.
has
innit?
got. That's what I feel like. That will convince anybody. It's got
Fame's
a lot.
Fame's proper. It's got good stuff on it.
Proper. It's got No BS. That's a good song. That's a good song. You got Kevin McCall and his non-paying child support looking ass. But there's that. Yeah.
Ben, did you give your top 3?
Yeah.
Kings.
Top, as in your 3 R&B artists, kings.
Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are they?
I said R. Kelly. I said Chris Brown. And I said Donald Jones.
To be fair, yeah, because R. Kelly has done what he's done, and we know he's in prison and stuff. Do you think that doesn't take away from his artistry, though, does it?
Who's R. Kelly?
What R. Kelly you speak about? But I think it gets icky when it's like some of the songs you hear the lyrics and it's like, oh, he was writing about that girl.
Yeah, it does get icky when you.
That's when it gets
when you
icky.
take it in.
Who's better for you, Joe or Donald Jones? Who did it more for you?
I love Joe.
Joe's better than Donald Jones.
Who did it more for you, though?
What's the Donald's album? Shit. Why don't I know the name of the album?
The
'Cause I
third
love
album,
it.
Where I Want to Be.
Where I Want to Be. Where I Want to Be is
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, 100%.
Where I Want to Be is sensational stuff. Yeah, like it's so cold. But Uncle Joe, man, like and there's
He's got the longevity. And
Uncle Joe's Joe.
album after album after.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't even know how to call that because Joe is Joe. So I would, if you're just gonna ask me, I'm just gonna say Joe. But where I want to be is, you know what it is? I think we're just a certain age because even when you say them albums and things, they just bring you back to they just bring you to a place in life.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it was an important part of our makeup, of our upbringing, innit? It takes you back to a part where it was making us like who we are as humans. And then there's certain music that just guide our life and our history and stuff like that. And them times there was crazy. So we got a certain affinity with that kind of music because again that album, that Donald album is dope.
Sick. Yeah.
But I wouldn't call Donald one of the kings though.
Same, because I don't think he's been as consistent, man. So I think that was his second album, not third album. But like, I think after the third album, I didn't really listen to them now. Yeah. But Joe, I think Joe's
So
up
outside of the ones that we would normally mention, the one that's in jail,
Because wait, what did
the one that's
what's my is his album called My is it My Name Is Joe?
there. Yeah, the third album.
My Name is
That's
Joe.
the one with Table for Two and Stutter.
That is.
What about the album before that, though?
they can't do it like that again, you know. They can't do it like that again.
What about the album before that, though? All That I Am.
Fucking hell.
I think that's the The quintessential one. I'm telling you.
They don't make R&B like they used to, man.
They don't, man.
So outside of the Chris Brown, the MG, the R. Kelly, we've mentioned Joe. Who else are the elites that just don't make the top three? There was a period when Jaheim was just everything.
I was literally
Jaheim
thinking
was just everything.
Jaheim was different drip.
Yeah.
He was cold still.
But I think, again, after 2 albums, I don't think the guy was
No, I
there
hear you.
anymore.
I hear you. I hear you.
I like what's his name? Is it Avon? Avon?
Oh, Avant.
Avant.
Yeah.
He put out one album.
Yeah, but it's classic.
Sick.
That was
Avant's cold. Who else? When you get into different people, like there's certain people that, again, because people go through stuff now, they want to, they don't really get spoke about in the same light anymore. Like, so they ruin their careers. People like Trey Songz. Like Trey Songz is a top boy for R&B.
Right.
Like I'm talking, like he's up here.
Yeah.
When it comes to rhythms and albums, don't play with Trigger. Like that's it. That's just the truth.
Yeah, retweet. 100%.
But because he's a creep, they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about it.
Because he's a creep.
That's what it is, though.
No, that is.
Because he's a creep, they don't want to talk about it.
But that man has songs, man. That man singing.
But Music Soul Child.
He was all right. He's got.
I said he was alright.
No, Music Soul Child was a serious guy, you know.
It?
The whole text, yeah. Mario's album was his first. Was his album named after himself? Is it called Mario?
Yeah, the first one.
Mario's. Then again, both of them are cold. Mario was cold. Mario album's cold. It must probably it might even be the last one. I don't know what the last one's called. The latest. Well, not latest, but the one that had 2 in it.
What's you know the big single that he had? That was in the second one.
1 second.
Ben, I think you used to love that track as well, man.
Mario?
Yeah, you know there was a single that he had, man.
Well, Let Me Love You and all that stuff.
That's the one.
Oh,
I think that was the second album. The first album was when he come out. He had that tune with Bismarcky. It was like a remake. Friend or something like that.
Or Just a Friend.
That's it. Thank you.
Say I'm just a friend.
Yeah, that was the first album.
What MH?
What?
Marquise.
Oh, Marcus Houston.
Marcus
Yeah, he's
Houston.
another creep. But he did, but the guy did have some tunes. He did have tunes. He's definitely a creep boy.
It's Braid My Hair. No, it's the first one I'm thinking of. His Mario album. That Mario that debut one named Mario. That's a top album as well.
The groups are being mentioned in the chat. Jagged Edge.
Oh,
Jagged
love
Edge.
Jagged
Jodeci.
Edge.
The Jagged Edge are the greatest though.
Not the greatest, but I love Jagged Edge.
No, they are the greatest. They're my greatest.
It's 112, man.
What?
It's 112, man.
Can't be 112.
It's 112, man.
They're not even close.
For me, it's 112,
Jagged
man.
Edge are the greatest thing moving,
No, it's
man.
Boys to Men, man.
Oh.
Boys to Men, man.
I can give you Boys to Men.
I miss the R&B time, man.
Jodeci,
The guys
though,
were
man.
Jodeci. But the guys were like, I love that time. The guys were pleading and begging on their knees, sliding.
But you
across
are
the
doing
floor.
for their voices. I'm not really like because
Oh.
them man, they're a lot like Boys to Men. A lot of them man, you go in the Casey and Joel where you're going with the cold singers and all that. I'm not necessarily championing Jagged Edge and saying these men are the coldest singers in the world because it's not really about that. But their rhythms,
I'm talking about performance.
their rhythms
Yeah.
are cold.
10, 10,
Their-
10 across the
Their
board.
rhythms
man.
are tough, man.
Yeah.
So are Jodeci's though, man. It's not just the voice. Because you know what the thing is? I never listened to Casey and Jojo. Like when they left Jodeci, I wasn't really interested.
Now, they were cooking when it was just
Yeah,
Casey and
I
JoJo.
wasn't that interested.
They
Bro.
were cooking.
I wasn't that interested. I think they sounded more normal.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But like, with
No, I'm not
Jodeci,
gonna
they
lie, I
had
was
that-
rating Casey and JoJo.
I did.
I was
like
rating
them.
Casey and JoJo. I can't lie. Yeah. I had time for Casey and JoJo.
Blackstreet.
Proper. Good. What made you not go with this first, man? Reminiscing.
Brent.
I feel
It's
sad.
Brent.
I feel sad.
Thinking back to last week.
Yeah, because I wanted to know the top album of the Three Kings, innit? But nobody participated.
The top album of the Three Kings, you'd have Confessions, you'd have TP2.com. But then again, some people might say 12 play.
12, I was just about to say that 12 player, I think.
No, but TP2.com is different. Confessions, I
Serious.
played it the other day. Whew. Serious stuff.
Love it, man.
Yeah, All My Life was a big tune.
Oh, All My Life is beautiful.
That was too big.
Yeah, it's huge.
That stayed on number one for like
Forever,
64
innit?
weeks
Yeah,
or something like that.
Listen, I went to a wedding last summer, and that was like while everyone's coming in, they're playing it. I listened to that song for like on repeat for like 3 weeks. It was absolutely beautiful.
It's a good song, but it's more. I don't know. To me, it sounds more. It's more normal. It's more accepting of everybody, if that makes sense. So everybody can accept it. But Jodeci's was like real raw R&B. You know what I'm saying? Like Devante's sound was like no one else's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
No, man, I miss that kind of music. I just want to call you ex. Good times. Anyway.
Yeah, Tevin Campbell did make the best track
Oh, Tevin Campbell.
in life. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was sick.
I'm ready. Has me a chokehold. What's the song that he's most known for though? What's it called again?
Same album as I'm Ready. It's on the I'm Ready album. What's it called? Can We Talk?
Can We Talk? Yeah. But I'm Ready is what?
That's the best track in the world.
I'm Ready
Yeah,
is
it's
the
up there,
best
man.
thing. I love it
He's
so
sick.
much.
He's sick.
Love it. Oh, what a song.
I think Prince found him, you know?
Is it?
I think it was Prince.
Oh,
Yeah, in bed.
okay.
Oh my God.
This is the end of that sentence.
This
Let's
guy
get to
is
headlines.
mad.
I'm ruined.
Ah, you all forgot Genuine.
I didn't
Yeah, but
forget.
he's TGT though.
He's so rude.
Oh, we didn't talk about we didn't talk about Tyrese.
I didn't forget him.
I touched it now. To be fair, when I saw there was a video TGT had and I saw how Genuine was moving, I said they're gonna break up. Doing way too much. Way too much. I said this guy thinks he's the only star in this group.
For whatever
They're not
reason,
gonna laugh.
Tyrese ain't got the body of work to be considered, but he's got the individual. He's got classic rhythms.
Yeah, I feel
Like he's
really
got
for him.
top tier songs.
You know the other guys, like some of the other guys, like Trey songs in them. It's like they're creeps in it. I think Tyrese's one was just the tears on the internet. I think that's what takes him out of conversations.
Serious?
Yeah, he was acting a fool. And now I'm here for people expressing emotions, but I do think all the things that he was doing is like when people think Tyrese, they don't go to they straight away think, what more do you want from me, rather than his songs and stuff.
I don't think I've actually
Man
seen
said,
it.
"Who remembers Seduction Central?"
good
There's a Seduction Central playlist on Spotify. They ain't got everything on there, but it might be on there. Do you remember Seduction Central?
No.
The big thick discs, four discs. It's got all the slow jams, all the top slow jams in the world. It's everything. If you got Seduction Central, you don't need nothing else.
Don't need no radio.
You don't need
nothing.
nothing in
You're
life.
done. You're sorted.
You're sorted. The coldest collection of R&B rhythms in the history of niggerdom.
Gin and Gist, yes, you can't hear it on Discord because I haven't done this. Now you can hear it clear.
Well, I said that doesn't work for us. Oh no, it does.
We are on a 10-second delay on YouTube stream. So
what
when
would
it
be
is I turn it
live?
on Discord, they're hearing it as
Live,
I'm
oh.
talking. That's why it's muted until it is I say I'm opening up the phone lines. I thought that was very clear. Birthday girl.
Big up you, girl. Is it Gin and Gist birthday?
No, it's not.
No.
It's on Sunday.
Yeah, but we're not gonna be here on Sunday, innit? So happy birthday, Gin and Gist.
She can get it on Monday.
You know, men don't get it, so I get it, girl.
Yeah, surely
Happy
you'd give it
birthday.
to her beforehand and rather than after.
Is that how it works?
Huh?
Yes.
Then all right, let's celebrate her birthday then.
Happy birthday, Gin and Gist.
Let's
Good
get some
morning.
confetti.
I mean, happy birthday.
Such an egg.
Are you going to Shindig, Emmanuel?
No, I can't make it, you know.
Did you tell her that?
Yes, I communicate, but
Told her just now.
did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Anyway, happy birthday.
You're gonna
I hope
invite
you
them
have a
next
good
year.
one.
This is silly.
How come you didn't mention any females solos?
There's too many.
There's Lauren Hill. Oh, it's too many, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Have you got any female one, bro?
Lauren Hill.
Yeah, Lauren Hill.
I mean, I don't
another one
see,
that's
I don't
really for
see that
herself,
as
man.
As R&B?
don't get me wrong, I see it as R&B, but I see it as hip hop as well.
What's
I
that
see,
song?
That's like an overall best album of all time, though.
What's that
Yeah,
song
she's, in a
about
diff-
her,
she's, in
about
a,
her
she's
son?
in a different space because she's not
Sorry.
doing Faith Evans, Kelly
Nah, there's
Price.
another one.
Lauren Hill ain't doing Faith Evans, Kelly Price. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Fat ass Kelly Price.
You know, bad.
I'm not calling
I'm
Kelly
sure
Price.
there's a clip there, because why would she do that?
Just unprovoked. Thank you. Is this another clip that you share?
Yeah, man.
All right then.
Yo, I have to start thinking about whether you're on my side. What side you're on? 2 years of TDA, now he's volunteering to share clips.
Brandy, fair shout.
Brandy
man.
is just...
Brandy's the best, man.
It's Can't Take My Eyes Off You I'm talking about. That song alone makes sis R&B, Lauryn Hill. That song is absolutely beautiful.
Do you think Brandy and Monica mind that they're eternally tied together?
Monica minds.
100%. Because she...
Monica. Did you see the verse? Did you watch the verses?
Yeah.
I love Monica down. Monica was irritated. She was done. She was so annoyed. Monica definitely minds. 100%.
She just, I mean, respect, because I really like Monica though, but she's just not as good as Brandy.
Yeah, I think, Brandy's a different level. And I love Monica so much. I think Monica's so talented. When I think of some of the songs she wrote them when she was like 10.
Oh, was it?
Or like 10, between like 10 and 13. They're mad. I think Angel of Mine she wrote when she was 13, I believe, or 12 or something like that. So she's crazy talented, but Brandy's different level, man. When I see Brandy, I'm just like, nah.
Mary might be one of our top girls
yeah.
though, as far as R&B albums, just moments, reinventing yourselves, bodies of work, just her whole career as a whole. There's not many females talking to Mary for R&B.
Yeah, Mary Auntie can sing, man. She's like being
I
called
forget
auntie.
like numbers and accolades, just like what she means to us culturally, like who she actually is. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
is.
Like,
She is that girl.
she's who she
thinks
there was a
she
period
is.
in my life when Mary was R&B female singers. They don't get
Yeah.
bigger than Mary J. Blige. She was different.
She is who she thinks she is.
Yeah, she is.
Them black and white
She's
videos as well.
Monet.
She knew.
She's
Monet. I was Monet through and through, child. I can tell you a thing. Yeah, man. I want to be sick, man.
We are in our headlines.
We are.
Let me tell you people what's out there.
Thank you.
All right, so Joe Biden, he made a short last-minute speech on Thursday after a report from the Justice Department questioned his ability to remember Tony Braxton.
Living legend. Living legend, Tony.
You know what? I think she's got one of the
I became shy when she married Birdman,
best voices.
So,
I compartmentalize that.
yeah, you have to listen to it. But yes,
She
you
was
said she's got
big
one of the best
business, you know.
voices.
Yeah.
Her voice
So unique.
Beautiful.
My mum loved Tony Braxton at one point.
I
Tony
love
had
Tony.
my mum in a
Chokehold.
chokehold.
Nah, I love Tony
I
Braxton.
thought Tony was serious,
I
man.
love Tony.
Anyway, yes.
Fucking bus.
So Joe Biden made a short last-minute speech on Thursday after a report from the Justice Department questions his ability to remember key events and facts, while also clearing him of criminal charges of his handling of highly classified materials. In his fiery remarks, he sought to emphasize that he participated in a 5-hour interview for the investigation in the days after the 7th of October attack on Israel, when he was occupied with pressing concerns. So he basically come out and said, I was in the middle of handling an international crisis. And this is pretty much the reason why he forgot everything, basically. He also read a section from the report that detailed the distinction between his handling of documents with Donald Trump's. The former president notably instructed people in his circle to obscure and move documents at his private residence in Mar-a-Lago. My memory is fine. This is what Biden also said to a reporter when taking questions. However, Biden made an error in his remarks, mistaking Mexico and Egypt in a response to a question on the Israel-Gaza conflict. The year-long investigation by a special counsel, Robert Hur, centered on Biden's improper retention of highly classified documents from his time as a senator and a vice president to Barack Obama. And the next headline, President Vladimir Putin has said that he believes a deal can be reached to free Evan Gershkovich, who is a US reporter detained last year in Russia. Speaking with US host Tucker Carlson, Mr. Putin said talks were ongoing with the US about the journalist who is being held on espionage charges. In his interview, Mr. Putin held forth on Ukraine, US presidents, and the CIA. It's the first time that the Russian leader has sat down with a Western journalist since Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022. The exclusive has thrust Mr. Carlson and his fledgling media company back into the spotlight following the firebrand conservative presenter's abrupt departure from Fox News last year. Mr. Putin said that he believed the deal could be struck to release Mr. Gershkovich, who's 32, if our partners take reciprocal steps. The special services are in contact with one another. They are talking. I believe an agreement can be reached. Mr. Gershkovich, for those who don't know, is a reporter for the Wall Street Journal, and he was arrested in the city of Yekaterinburg, which is about 1,000 miles east of Moscow, and this happened last year on the 29th of March. In January, Russia again extended his pre-trial detention until the end of March, and currently he faces up to 20 years in prison if found guilty. And the last headline is about Piers Morgan, man. Piers Morgan's been watching TDA, man.
Love that for him.
Yeah, he's taking notes. He's
Looks
saying
like he does have taste after all.
he's been taking notes, man. He said that he's taking his daily Uncensored show off of TalkTV and he's focusing purely on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the broadcaster said television schedules had become an unnecessary straitjacket and that moving online would allow him to conduct longer, more in-depth interviews. He also said that it would enable him to attract a more global audience. The show's YouTube channel currently has 2.35 million subscribers, many times its estimated daily TV audience. And the announcement comes less than 2 years after the launch of TalkTV by News UK, which is a subsidiary of the Murdoch family's News Corp. The channel was one of a number set up to offer alternatives to the news coverage of the more established broadcasters. And speaking to the Times, Morgan said greater numbers of people were watching his show on YouTube and that you can't defy audiences or tell them how they should be consuming. It's clear that there's a huge global demand for the content we're making, but a commitment to a daily show at a fixed schedule with all the editing and time sensitivities that involves has been an increasingly unnecessary straitjacket. So yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
Huh?
How stupid it is when it is that he's rushing through little parts because he only has 5 seconds left.
Yeah,
to do.
exactly.
And he's rushing the guests also.
Yeah.
So stupid. Legacy media is such a bollocks head. So it makes sense.
Yes, 100%.
And yes, you're right. Aaliyah would have been bigger than Beyonce and Rihanna combined.
Yes.
Are we sure?
Aaliyah,
don't know
then
about
Beyonce and who?
Rihanna.
I don't know about that.
Not Rihanna.
No, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know about Rihanna.
Not Rihanna, because Rihanna's different music to Aaliyah. And Rihanna's swag and just Barbadosness is just different.
I don't think there would have been
Obasianness,
Rihanna if Aaliyah remained.
You sure?
100%.
There'll be no
You have to
Rihanna, Tierra Marie.
Rihanna stands by herself.
Yeah.
She's that modern, contemporary, bad whatever, right? Aaliyah would have been that. She would have been the first.
Would we not maybe get a different Rihanna then? So you know when she first
We
came
wouldn't
out?
have got Rihanna. She would have
Nah,
stayed
because Aaliyah
doing
ain't got a
her
Bajan
soca.
accent, man. Don't be silly. That Ponder replay is what really puts this on the map. Aaliyah ain't got no...
Who put her on? Who brought her to the
Well,
limelight?
Jay-Z, obviously, when
Thank you
they
very much.
took out
So talk to
Tierra
me,
Marie.
Max. Talk to me.
What are you saying?
Talk to me. Because
So what do you want me to say?
Jay-Z brought her on because there was a gap in the market because the...
What's the gap between?
No, but do you remember Tierra Marie?
Yeah.
She was signed by Jay-Z and them, right? She was meant to be what Rihanna became. And she got dropped for whatever reason. And then Rihanna was there.
That's because Tierra Marie didn't give it up to Jay-Z.
Okay.
Allegedly. See, I'm learning.
Yeah, you're learning. Thank you. 2 years later. But who was Aaliyah signed to, though?
Oh, Kelly.
Yeah. Then Timberland
She wasn't married
after,
to him, you know.
Yeah?
She was married to him.
I'm just
Did
telling
he
you.
marry her?
She would have been the biggest thing. She would have been the internet.
She would have been, she would have been the biggest thing, but I think Rihanna would have still come up.
I'm not
But
even
like
gonna
on a-
lie.
all the This Is My Son's kind of
Aaliyah
vibe.
was cold, and obviously her trajectory was different. Remember, she done Romeo Must Die and all that, innit? She was doing
went into
movies.
acting, innit?
She was doing
I ain't never seen
movies.
Rihanna acting proper.
I don't know whether.
She did-
I don't know
She's
whether
acted. I ain't seen doing it
Ocean's
proper.
8.
it's easy to say
Ocean's
and
11.
romanticize and all that. I don't
doing
know.
it right now.
I don't know whether Aaliyah
I'm
would
doing
have been
it
big.
right
I don't know
now.
whether Aaliyah would have been bigger than Beyonce.
She would have.
Do you know sometimes because
I'm
someone's
sorry,
passed
man.
away, people
Yeah.
act as though like
Yeah.
that what you remember of them last would have carried on for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's been a long ass time, you know.
Can we do that with anybody else?
In terms of what?
This is what I was
Who
actually
would
gonna
have been great, really great, but clipped out.
down.
For example, the best album of the last century with the guy from not Crenshaw, but them ends.
Nipsey
Nipsey!
Hussle.
Oh my gosh, he would have been Claire.
No, he wouldn't have, because if he didn't die, you don't want to have been speaking about him like this.
Exactly.
this is what I'm
Exactly.
also
Wait.
Exactly,
I
'cause-
just said just now, let's play an exercise. Let's participate in this exercise. Try to basically create a future out of a fallen.
Okay.
Do you understand? This is the game.
Okay, do you know what? Actually,
100%
I feel like
Nipsey would have been making bangers upon bangers
no,
upon
but you know what? I
bangers.
do think Nipsey would have blown differently to how he had been known because of the whole Lauren London thing. Like people,
Forget about
I knew
Lauren
him.
London. No,
no,
not
wait.
proximity to a
I
woman.
can't. Excuse me, please. I can't forget about her because she, like, I knew who Nipsey was because of Lauren. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that was part of his that helped his marketing. So I'm saying that had he not died anyway, he would have been
Who's Lauren?
like that. Lauren London.
He
Sorry, I
tried
just
to-
had to run it.
he had to- he was fighting back, you know. Man said-
You could have come up with something better.
You know how classic.
I'm so disappointed.
Do you know, I know who Lauren London is because of Tip.
Who's
T.I.
you know who Lauren London is because of Tip?
Yeah,
What's Tip got to do with it?
wasn't she in one of his movies?
Oh yes.
That's how
yeah,
I got
yeah.
Dimple Girl.
Yes. That's her.
Yeah.
But who else has died that? Oh, Pop Smoke. But he died at his peak anyway, to be fair.
What?
He's just getting started.
But
Yeah,
so
but-
was Nipsey.
But Nipsey had been doing this for years though. Pop was like, I've got everyone's co-sign, 50
So was
Cent,
Pop.
da. Yeah, but Pop was popular when he died.
You see just the way the drill music's going and with his voice and all that.
Oh,
Pop, if all he had to do was keep making them joints, he would have been tearing up clubs for
I agree.
days.
I didn't
Pop
disagree.
Smoke would have
But he
went.
wasn't at his
Pop
peak.
Smoke would have went bonk. No, he wasn't at his peak. I think he was just getting started.
Yeah, you get just started to cook.
Pop Smoke would have been bonkers
actually, yeah, not his peak. What
What
does
was that
peak mean?
New York
because he wasn't even hair. He wasn't even like hair long, and he already like he made his mark because
Yeah,
his songs still slap now. Like
Yeah,
if you
I'm
hear
using
Pop
peak
Smoke's
wrong,
voice, it just sounds right. You know what I'm trying to say, and that wasn't even a thing. That's all new. You know what I'm saying?
From context, I gather I used the word wrong. Because I mean, yeah, I need to Google what peak means. But anyways, yeah, Pop Smoke was late, man. He was robbed. That's sad. Very, very sad story. Who else has died?
Who else?
I can't think of anybody else.
MJ died too soon.
Who?
MJ.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he
Died
did.
too soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before the.
There was a tour, man. It was meant to do.
Yeah, but that's. I think the tour is why he died. If I'm being honest with you, that's my truth. I think he was doing way too much. Trying to do 100 dates.
Change
You are
genre.
old
My
man.
babes, Amy Winehouse would have been.
Yeah.
You would have had no moves for Amy if she stayed here. I couldn't even imagine what this woman would have done.
Just
She's
imagine a
different
duet
drip.
Been cleaning.
Amy and the one who's black-ish.
I was gonna say Adele.
Yeah.
It is Adele.
Yeah. Just imagine a duo.
That could have went off.
That would have
Could
gone
have.
off. That would have gone off.
Could have.
The two Heartbreak Queens.
I would have paid money to see that.
Oh, honey.
But would it?
We got
It would, man.
It's kind of like saying the best film in the world would be between Al Pacino and De Niro if they were together. Not necessarily.
we talk about heat.
Nah, because
Yeah.
Yes, it is necessarily.
No,
Yes,
it's
it is.
not,
You're
it's not,
sick
man.
in
It's
your
not.
in your
It's not,
head.
it's not, it's not,
You're
it's not.
oh my
The best
god,
film
what a
ever.
psycho.
The best
That's
film.
one of the best films ever.
He.
He is a yes.
Yeah, he is a class.
He is a classic. It's one of the best films ever
It is.
that's ever graced the screens.
It is.
You're putting up there with Godfather.
He is a top film.
All right.
You're
all right.
sick. Why
All
would
right.
you go to the?
No,
Man said
because
that's just like saying.
You can't do a
Why would you
trilogy
do that?
compared to Heat. You can't compare a trilogy to Heat, man.
No, I'm not comparing the trilogy. I'm just picking one of the two. of the
In my
Godfathers.
mind, yeah, you're a psychopath.
I'm glad you've reached. We're here. Well done.
I don't understand why you would go there. Like they proved it. Like yes,
Well, it can't always happen. Right? That's what I'm saying. Yes. Anyway, what were we on topic of today?
no, we're getting
No.
into the topic of the day.
All right, cool.
He died too soon too. The lead too.
Yeah, man.
You're wicked, you know. Anyway, Iman, what have we got for us today?
All right, so today's topic of the day, yeah, it's not lighthearted, but it might be quick. But it might be quick, right? Let me do a trigger warning just in case. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is about a situation that's going on in America, right? Between a lesbian couple, well, former couple. And basically, this is, let me just read the headline first and I'll go into more details. I want to get what you people think, right? So basically, it says here, lesbian is ordered to let ex-wife co-parent the baby conceived through IVF that both of these women paid for after the couple split while she was pregnant. And she said she wanted to be a single mother.
Wait, let's go to the topic again quickly. So I'm just.
So lesbian is ordered to let ex-wife co-parent the baby conceived through IVF that both of them paid for, right? They both pay for the IVF.
That makes sense. As the baby's parents.
I'm with you.
After the couple split while she was pregnant. So they split up.
Yeah.
Pregnant.
Yeah, but
That makes
it's our
sense.
baby.
It's our baby.
Okay. And she wants to be a single mom.
No.
No, you're not.
It's our baby.
You're not.
Just because the baby's in your stomach, don't mean you get possession of the baby. It's our baby.
But it's her egg.
Don't
I
matter.
paid too.
We
So what
did
if I
this
give you the
together.
money back?
No.
What if I give you the
It's
money?
not
No.
refundable.
It's not dead ass. It's not refundable. It's our baby. We made these plans together. We like our entire life was around us having this baby. We made it the decision together, and because we're breaking up now, no, we're co-parenting, babes. I'll see baby Thursday to Sunday.
Is that the same if a couple adopted a child?
Yes.
Sorry, if somebody adopted a child, you came along, and then you've now adopted the child together. If that makes
No, but if you
sense.
come along, that's different. If we were together and then we both made a decision to adopt the child,
And we break
then
up.
yes.
That's still my you.
Yeah, that's still
Okay,
you.
cool.
If you come along, you and your, you know, in the cartoons, where they used to have that little stick with that little white bag. Take you and your stuff and get out. But if you were together and you made this decision together, there you go.
Even though biologically that woman,
Nah.
there's nothing there.
Nah, because I even believe that even say, for example, I had a partner and say my kids, I had kids from my previous situation, right? And I have a new partner and that person's been there for years, like with my children, essentially their stepdad and whatnot. If we break up, I still think they should be able to see the kids.
I think that's a good thing, but I don't think that you can force it.
Yeah,
You can't force
he
it.
should be able to, but
I think
he
you should
won't.
be able to.
Most stepdads, once they get dumped, they don't see them damn kids no more.
I mean, to be fair, they never see the real kids, so that's fair. That's the point. But no, that one, I agree. I think that she should get rights to see to co-parent the baby, 100%.
Interesting.
I've seen a situation like that. And people were saying that it was weird where the stepdad and the daughter still had a relationship,
No, I would.
and not weird in like a creepy
Yeah.
way, just on the facts that you're saying that they broke up and all that. But man is saying, "Right, this is he raised this.
He raised his child.
He raised his child. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That they have a relationship. She sees him as a father.
But that's
whatnot,
deep because that's
whatnot.
not. Yeah, it's not a breakup just for the parents. It's a breakup for the child as well because they've grown up. That's the parent you've always known, and then now you can't see them anymore because my mum couldn't figure it out. I'm going to my daddy's house.
Yeah, but even if we like, I mean, I respect that you came and you tried to do stepmom and you took my child on board and all that, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate the 20 years that we spent together and all that. But once we broke up, stop talking to my youth, man. Like, why are you trying to leave my youth alone?
This is what I'm saying.
Leave my you alone. Nah, man. Don't bring around your kids, boy.
No, because we had a long relationship. Yeah, obviously 20 years or whatever. We was building a family like that, but it didn't work, innit? So with all that history that we got, there's a lot of trauma, lot of everything from our whole past, innit? And I want a clean break now, innit?
You can't have a clean break.
So for you to be coming and you're still linking my
20
youth
years and
is
they've known
mad.
your kids.
Because if it was his mum, that's different.
Okay, how long
I've got to deal with this.
Okay, how long have they been in
you
the
can't
kid's
split,
life?
but we split now, and I've still got to see you trying to talk to my youth. And
So
all
wait,
that. Like,
even
it's
if they've
like-
been in the kids' life for 10 years.
I'm saying this is what I'm saying why it's tough though, because that's 10 years of trauma. But I want a clean break, and now
Oh,
you're still
for
here with my
you,
youth.
for
I might as well just stay
you.
together with you then.
But do you know the issue? Do you know the issue that sometimes with people, with adults, is that you think because someone is not a good partner to you, that automatically means they're not going to be a good father or a good mother or whatever. Our relationship didn't work with me and you. Whatever problems, I ain't got a problem with a kid. In terms of step parent and stepchild relationship, that is healthy. That works. There's no trauma there. There's trauma between me and you in a romantic sense. I think it causes more trauma when you snatch that person away from that kid's life. I think that causes more trauma, especially if it's someone that the child is so used to and loves being around, and they've seen that person as like their dad or their mum or whatever, and then you take that. I think that actually causes more trauma for that child than because you want a clean break. The kids don't want a clean break. They didn't ask for a clean break. So why should they have to suffer because you couldn't get your shit together?
I feel like you're trying to use my kids as ransom. Like again, if you're if we're parents and we got to break up, we've got a co-parent in it. Boom, boom, boom. Obviously, like I said, you came, you done your part. You was co-parenting with me. You was doing the step parent thing, and it was a long part of your life. I get that,
Yeah.
but we've broke up now. You can't tell me I'm not allowed a clean break. You can't be clinging onto these.
No, but
kids.
you are allowed
They're
a
not
clean
your
break.
youths. No, but do you understand what I'm trying to say? That you doing that's not fair because we need
How?
because we need to go.
No, but how do you not
And why
see?
are you around my youth? If it was their mum, I couldn't. I understand this. I've got to deal
but
with
you-
like this dynamics. You're not like. What are you
But
doing
wait,
here?
wait. Do you see that? Do you understand? Because I think what did you say? Did you use the word selfish or something? You
Did I say selfish? I don't know, but you're
or
trying.
something. Okay, but do you see
It's like a manipulation. What you're trying. It's
But wait,
manipulation tactics. Like you're trying to be smart. You're using this relationship with these kids to still be. You don't need to do this.
No, but that's the thing. It's ironic you're saying that because that's what you would be doing. Because your relationship didn't work out with this person, you're using the kids to manipulate the situation. Because think about it, with kids, yeah. Yes, this might not be their biological father or the biological mother. That's this woman, the biological mother, right? However, with children, that's the person that's raised them. So that's the person that's now a mother figure in their life. When you take that away, not only have they got the trauma from their biological parent not being in their lives, now they have an additional trauma from the step parent. I think what adults need to understand is that someone cannot be a good partner to you, but can be a good parent. I think it's so deep to
I've
take
seen
the child
situations
away.
like that in the hood where there's people who they're still stepmothers to the kids, and the parent and the stepmother ain't with the dad no more. If that makes sense, they're not together no more, and they, like I said, they have their own relationship, and the kid, they're like, we don't care. She's
that mum.
yeah, like she's.
They might not even use the word step. That's my mum.
Yeah, they're saying we don't give a shit. The relationship is the relationship. This is us. We're not breaking this, and the dad's not with her no more.
I think it's deep, man. Because kids don't understand the complications or why it is that you guys are broken up. And then, but all they're going to see now is that you've snatched this person from my life. And that's someone who I enjoyed being around and I love being around. Someone that I love. And going from a place where, think about it, even in relationships, when you stop talking to somebody that you loved and whatnot, that's difficult for you. How much more for a child who didn't have a parent but then got a substitute parent, and then now you snatch that parent away as well.
Could you
deep,
imagine
man.
the shoes on the other foot? It's this man that Esther can't stand trying to bother her use. Oh my days.
No, but that's the thing that no, but the thing is, my brain works differently to yours though, because I'm always going to advocate for children, and I've always understood that someone cannot be a good partner to me doesn't affect their ability to be a father. So for me, we'll work it out, because again, I can't be going through trauma, my breakup, and so are my kids. That's not productive. My brain is wired differently to not let that be the case. It's not that deep for me.
In all these situations that we're talking about, people who've been around the kid for like 10 years or a long period of time.
Yeah.
What if the baby is just 1-2 years old? Does that 1, 2, 3 years mean nothing?
No, because they'll
Or
forget.
not enough?
They'll be all right.
They'll be all right.
And they'll forget. It's when they know that, say you taught them how to ride a bike, you did this, they will know then. And they will ask about you. But I feel like when they're babies like that, I don't think it will have such an effect on them.
All right, so we
I
already
think it was
know.
a toddler.
So the thing is here, we like I'm assuming here, right, that you guys, when you're basically saying the step parent should have rights to the child, it's their child. People in the chat saying, 20 years, 10 years, that's their child too.
That's a child.
Fantastic, right? But the question I want to ask you guys, when it comes to making decisions about the welfare of this child, is it their child just as much? Is it really their child?
If
just
we're
as much?
in a household, this is how my household is finna run. If I'm in a household where I already have kids and I bring a partner in, we are raising these children together because this is the kind of household we're living in. So when it comes to decisions, schools, we are doing that. If the child's father is not actively in the child's life, this is now the child's father, as in stepfather, then we are making decisions together, absolutely. But say the father's child, biological father, is in the picture, then no, he's like, that's who I'm making decisions with, and then you will just support me and us in whatever it is. I'm very big on really good co-parenting. I think, man, I'm very big on that.
This is how things get tricky, especially if, for example, using that same scenario with now, but you're having kids now with your stepchild, with the stepfather, and you've got kids with this other guy, and he's making different decisions with you about his children. But this stepdad is making different decisions with you about his children.
No, but if my children's father is in their lives, he doesn't really have. That's not his role to play. It's not his role to play to make decisions because their father is alive and well and invested in their lives to make
not that child.
decisions.
I'm talking about the child he has now with you.
Yeah. So, you mean like if it's a conflicting?
So for example, the child of the father of the
let's use private school for example. So the biological, my other kid outside of this relationship, the father's like he's going to go to private school. Yeah. But my current partner is like his child is going to go public school.
As in, your current partner has a kid
with me.
With a kid. Yeah, exactly.
With me, yeah. And then he's like, we're gonna go public. So it's like we're raising kids differently in the same house.
Exactly.
But we all got to sit down as adults and figure it out. There's ways, there's solutions to everything. We've got to sit down and figure it out. We're not going to raise them differently. Like, I wouldn't have a situation where the biological father is buying, let's say buying his kid that I have with him, designer stuff, and then we're unable to afford designer stuff for the kid I have with my current partner. That's not going to happen because the kids don't understand stuff like that.
It's not
So
going to
as
be
adults,
that
we're gonna
much
have
of
to
a
be
big
the
deal
ones to think
anyway,
about
because the onus is going to fall on whoever houses the child at the end of the day, innit? Like, you're going to try and do the co-parenting thing and have an open line of communication as you want. But if you're in your house with another partner that you've all got kids together and you're raising them and you are doing things for your household, at the end of the day, what you don't want to do for the household is really what's going to happen. Like, the other parent's going to have to hug it at some point. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I get you want to think public school, but it doesn't make sense with their siblings. They're going to go to the same school together so they can travel.
And they live together and all that kind of stuff.
They live together and all that. And it just makes more sense for us in our situation that he goes to the private school and that's just what's going to happen. I know that's not what you want, but you have to hug it because you're not in this household at the end of the day right now, innit? So not every decision you're going to be able to
take part in,
or get the last word on. It might not necessarily work for you, and that's just how it's going to go, innit?
I think it's so. I think
Man's
it's
just shaking his head and saying no.
but you know what? I think people make it more complicated than it has to be. People make it more complicated than it has to be because people feel like
it's scary.
Yeah, man.
I don't think it's that scary because people make it more complicated than it has to be. And also when it comes to relationships, people see relationships as something like to possess, and the people that we're in a relationship with as a property that they own. And so the kids are a property that you own. And once you change your mindset from that, it's easy to cope. It's easy to make these things work.
I think the trouble is, though, sometimes when you're a parent, you feel like nobody can love your child like you do, and that you will always make the best decision for your child, unless you're like aware that, for example, there's some mental capacity there where I guess there's a pattern of behavior where you haven't made the best decision for your child. But if you believe that you are a good parent, even if you're not with the mum, and then some other guy comes along and he's influencing the mum because that's what will likely happen, right? And they're making decisions that's different to what you as the father or you as the mother is thinking for that particular child. There'll be problems.
Take the child and give them visitation rights. Simple. There's a solution. Take the child. If you feel like you know best for the child, you feel like the best. No, it can be. If you feel like you know best for the child and you feel like the child is not being raised how you would like to, unfortunately, when it comes to broken homes, these are part of the consequences and they're the consequence for actions. But if you are seething so much and you feel like you know best, take the child. But the issue is that people don't want to take ownership of the child. They don't want to have to be the one who has to do full catering or full childcare now, because when you realize that it's easy for you to come in and say, no, they should do this, no, they should do that, you got it easy. It's easy for you, who's not living with the child, feeding the child, taking care of the child, to come in and think that you know best. That's fine then. In your best abilities, take the child. It's very simple.
I think that
and we'll get visitation rights.
A good thingy. But at the same time, I think in realistic terms, I think society would even frown upon a woman that allows her child to be given to a man. You know
when I was talking about it the other day, you were acting like you didn't know.
No, but it's true though. It's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, actors are like, how are you able to give your, you know what I'm saying? Like your child to da da da. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, like you're saying, well, men do that all the time. If you're in a situation and you saw a man that's doing single father thing, in your mind you're saying, wait, where's the mum gave it to him? Like, you're saying like that's brazy. Like, and nothing happened. Like, she's still here. She's walking around living her life and doing her thing. But again, that's just because of the way
society is.
Society, isn't it? And the setup, nature, nurture, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. Well, I guess you guys basically sided with the judge, man. So in this situation, let me just read a bit more of the story. But in this situation, the judge obviously ruled with the lady whose egg it wasn't, basically. So let me just give a bit more context. Like I was saying, a Philadelphia woman says that her ex-wife tried to ban her from seeing their son because she didn't carry him through an IVF pregnancy. So Nicole Jr., who's 43, she filed a lawsuit against Chanel Glover, who's 41, and basically forbade her from seeing the baby conceived through a sperm donor and IVF, even though the exes split the $30,000 cost of the treatment equally. Right? So when Glover learned that she was pregnant in January of 2022, the couple who lived together in Philadelphia and who are both trained attorneys were elated. So, you know what I mean? And then Junior helped her wife with the daily injections, accompanied her to those are the doctor's appointments, things of that nature. They also co-signed documents and contracts from the sperm bank, the doula, the fertility clinic. Everything was done together, right? Junior was Junior co-intended parent and the second parent adoption. Wow, these are the special terms, I guess. While also being established as a legal guardian. This is according to court filings. The couple excitedly chose the baby's name together. They held a baby shower and were eagerly anticipating the birth, but then serious trouble was brewing in their marriage. They sought help from a therapist to draw up a healthy co-parenting plan in the event that they got divorced. This is according to all the court papers, right? About 5.5 months into the pregnancy, the relationship ended, with Junior moving out of their shared home and across the country to Seattle, where she was offered writing residencies. Glover was no longer working on the co-parent documents, as claimed. She allegedly contacted Junior to tell her that she decided not to go forward with the initial plan of having a child together and now intended to be a single mother. And that's basically how this whole situation started, man. Obviously, the other woman was devastated. She felt that despite the collapse of their marriage, she believed she and Glover would still co-parent the child together. As part of the divorce case, Junior filed a petition in which she asked the court to recognize her as a parent. This child had not yet been born at this time. So, yeah. It says here the case is a landmark one, as it will help set a precedent for the other same-sex couples who split, then fight over the custody of a child, especially if one of the partners has themselves carried the child.
I think this is good because people need to understand what a serious decision it is to have children.
Facts.
Stop having kids as if you're going to Tesco to just get dinner for tonight.
Yeah.
So good.
And
Teach everybody a lesson.
And this one's even more than one of those ones where you just meet somebody that whatever things happen. This is they
Highly
made
responsible.
the decisions together. They
Yeah.
paid
Sorry,
together.
that is my child.
They were together. You know what I mean?
You better call me when you're in labour.
Yeah.
That is my child.
Yeah.
But people need to take having children seriously, man. Like, there's too many kids being had. People that should not be having kids. I know that sounds wild, but
I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of this relationship, but to me, I don't know. Maybe they can make this work, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
again, it just comes back to what I
somehow.
said. You're not a good partner, but you can be a good parent. And the problem is that people try and use kids to punish the partners, like the exes, not seeing that the only person that suffers is the child.
That child, 100%.
Anyway, you people will learn one day.
Yeah, that's it for the topic of the day.
Thank you. Let's get into our next headlines. Perry. Being a Mitch.
All right, guys. So our next headline, the Labour Party's secretive unveiling of its Race Equality Act. Pardon me. That's the wrong headline. 1 second, people. By the way, have you guys seen the sit down with Putin and Tucker Carlson?
No.
Is it live yet? Has it dropped?
I don't know. I thought it was because there's a lot of headlines about it.
Yeah, people are talking about it. I'm not sure if it's dropped.
Oh.
It may have, but I thought everything I've seen so far is people trying to keep it from dropping.
Ah, okay. My
Maybe it
bad.
dropped, I don't know. Hold up, let me do it.
Okay. While you're doing that, let me just tell you the headline. So the next headline, like I was saying, is part of related to the Israel-Gaza war. And the US has warned Israel that staging a military offensive into Gaza's southern city of Rafah without proper planning would be a disaster. The White House said it would not support plans for any major operations in Rafah without due consideration for the refugees there. The comments comes days after Israel's leader said the military had been told to prepare to operate in Rafah. More than half of Gaza's people now live in the city bordering Egypt. Imagine that. Some 1.5 million Palestinians are surviving there in a dire humanitarian condition.
Yes, it's out.
It's out?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
9 hours ago. I'll check it out later.
Cool. Israel bombed parts of Rafah from the air on Thursday morning, and Israeli tanks reportedly also opened fire there as well. Yeah, this is not looking good, man. Yeah, anyway. Hopefully they do come to some sort of ceasefire. Anyway, I was only mentioning the Putin Tucker thing because there's so many different things that's going on. There's one part where basically Putin actually alleges that he was ready to end the war 18 months ago, you know?
So why didn't you do it?
Because Boris Johnson apparently scuppered the deal by telling Ukraine leaders it was better to fight Russia.
But why?
That's what Putin's saying.
But Boris wasn't prime minister at the time.
No, I think it was 18 months ago. Was he not?
I don't think Rishi's been. I forget Rishi's been
Remember,
there.
Richie's only been there for like what? Hasn't been there.
No,
long.
before him, it
Then
was
Liz
that other
Truss.
lady that did 1 month.
Yeah, exactly.
Trial. She's a trial, right? She said, She said it's too much, y'all.
Exactly.
Get
so
somebody else to do it.
she went there.
She's a legend for that. She said, get somebody else to do it.
Oh man, yeah, I think he actually was there 18 months ago. Yeah,
Okay,
year and a
fair
half ago. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, Boris never been in the charges. Never. He's never been in the charges. Silly guy.
Yeah, apparently, obviously, like Brent just said, the footage is out there of the whole interview, but basically, Putin outrageously, this is according to the Daily Mail anyway, they're saying that he outrageously claimed last night that he was ready to sign a deal to end the war in Ukraine 18 months ago, but Boris Johnson scuppered the deal. The president sensationally claimed that the former prime minister dissuaded the leader of Ukraine's leading party from signing the documents. Actually, apparently, the document was there prepared, but said, no, don't do it, man.
Yeah, but it's Putin and egg there. Aren't you meant to be a strong leader? Why is someone else saying you know what to do?
No, he's not telling Putin. He's telling Ukraine, he's saying Boris was influencing
Ukraine.
Zelensky.
Oh.
Yeah. And that Putin was ready to, let's end this, man. So Putin alleged that negotiations had been taking place in Istanbul. And that Ukraine signed the deal, but backed out under pressure from Mr. Johnson, who said it was better to fight Russia. Again, we have to see from our own viewing of this interview if you feel like he's lying or not. But yeah, man, apparently he made these accusations during this particular interview. The next thing I wanted to mention about the interview also is that he said, when asked, I believe he was asked anyway, but he played down fears of a World War III, you know what I'm saying, by claiming that the prospect of Russia invading Poland or Latvia was out of the question. He's not interested in that. He said the Kremlin simply don't have any interest in expanding the war in Ukraine and suggests that such a conflict would bring all humanity to the brink of destruction. These are his words. So Putin made the comments, like I said, in the interview with the US talk show host Tucker Carlson. So if you people are interested, man, watch it. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm not too sure. I should have checked this earlier. Pardon me. If this is in Word and Road. And this is about... Let me just check.
What's it about?
There. No, it's not. Okay. It's about, you know, the Edward Enninful, the British Vogue. You know him if you see him. The British Vogue black... Brett, can you put up the clip? Sorry, not the clip. There's a link in there. But basically, he mentioned, I think earlier, was it last year? That he was basically resigning or changing his position. He was doing something else, basically. So everyone's come together to just, you know what I mean, hail him up, give him praise and whatnot for all of his amazing work, man. You know what I'm saying? So you had original supermodels like Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, Christy Turlington, Linda Evangelista.
I saw this. The Vogue cover.
Yes, exactly.
Oprah.
Yes, exactly.
She looks so like weird now to me. She looks so fake. Even her smiling there, I'm just like, because there was a video they released of like all the women there. Maya Jama's up there as well, big up Maya.
Yep, she is.
And like, she just looked like she wasn't really, she wasn't giving the same good vibes as everybody else. I don't know, it's just a video, but
maybe she's getting a lot of pressure from the public now, man, with all these accusations going
that
on.
woman does not care.
To be fair, these accusations have been going on for the longest while.
Okay.
But I feel like maybe now,
2024, honey.
The voice, the voice is louder now.
2024 is not here to play, boy.
Miley Cyrus was there, Victoria Beckham was there, Dua Lipa was there.
Big up Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
She's a great artist. Where's Miley?
I don't know. She's somewhere there.
Yeah. I think Jordan Dunn as well is in there. Yeah, that's her at the top.
Yeah, a lot of people there.
That's lit, man.
Kate Moss was there.
Serena Williams was in.
Williams was there.
What's her name?
Chan.
The transgender lady.
The black one.
Serious?
Laverne Cox. Is it Laverne Cox?
So where's Naomi Campbell?
Yeah.
Is that her at the top? No, that's
Where's Maya Jama?
My Jama is in the corner.
Is that Naomi Campbell at the very
Which
bottom?
corner?
The left corner.
Left corner.
You see that very dark skinned girl at the bottom? My Jama is right there. Next to Jamila, what's her name?
Ah, okay. With the little...
The lacy number.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, Naomi Campbell's Oh, Naomi
Yes,
Campbell.
as well, yeah.
Right in
She's at the top.
Right at the front. Naomi
At
Campbell.
the bottom, right?
Where's Naomi Campbell?
Yeah, bottom
Yeah.
bottom
the
row,
white.
right at the front. Very bottom. In white.
Naomi Campbell?
That looks like Naomi Campbell, yeah?
That's not Naomi Campbell.
That looks like Naomi Campbell.
I can't see from my
With the short hair.
No.
No, it's hair flowing.
Oh, that is Naomi. That is Naomi. She just got Instagram, Snapchat filter.
Yeah, Kate Moss is there.
Oh, big up them, man.
Who's Cara Delevingne?
She's a thingy. I think she's the model.
Okay, well, she's there too.
Yeah, she's the model. I think like a Victoria's Secret model, something like that.
Rina Sawayama.
No idea what that is.
Nailed it.
That's Serena up there.
Yeah.
Yes.
The legendary Iman was there as well.
Said legendary. Who's the man?
Iman.
You don't know Iman?
The black Somali.
Show me her then.
She was married to what's the white guy that passed away? David Bowie.
I was gonna say Rod Stewart.
I know, and
Same difference.
who's that? I'm sure I probably recognize her, but I don't know
Let
who.
me see the big screen so I can actually just see.
There she is. Yeah. Here.
Oh, I know her. Okay. Oh, big up them, man. That's beautiful.
Yes, they all came together to celebrate him, man. You know what I'm saying? Black excellence at its
Wanna
finest.
celebrate?
Who's this one?
Him who?
Edward
Who's this
Enninful.
one?
I've no idea who
With
that
big
is.
breasts.
No idea who
With
that
the,
is.
bosoms, big bosoms.
It's too late. You said it. Nailed it.
This one here that the cursor is on. Can you see?
I have no idea who that is.
Let me see. Is that the trans?
No,
No, that's the trans, isn't it?
woman. Yes.
Which one's the new gen?
Top left.
Top left.
Her. She's in
Alright.
Orange is the New Black as well.
All right, babes.
Okay, that's lovely, man.
Oh,
Very wholesome.
yeah, man. So yeah, it's a very wholesome.
Just so you know who
Never making out
what he
the
looks
hood.
like. This is him,
Yes.
little legend.
What did they come to do? What's he? Is he Mr. Vogue?
So he's
He is Mr. Vogue. Yes.
pretty much, yeah, man. He's
Editor in chief.
yeah, that's it. I think
What's wrong with Christy? That's so cool. She said, I don't know why my jam is there.
You be your own people, Christy. That's how I would have Miss Christy.
That is cheeky.
That's how I
Red
would-
card.
Bro. This is the thing. You can't give us nothing nice, you know.
Christy makes me laugh. I feel like I ain't seen you enough long. You need to come up.
Yeah, honestly. She has been feeling well. I've been feeling better. With comments like that. Christy. Now that's lit, man. Pick up them.
yeah.
It's really
So
cool. Love that for them.
big him up, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the headlines, man.
Thank you. Word on Road. Okay, let's get into Word on Road. Show's going quick, boy.
Let me check that.
I would be lying if I said I knew what any of this is about. Let me even get my phone up because I wasn't going to send myself screenshots and crap. But basically, the girls, I don't want to say they're fighting. Are they? They're pressed over, guess who? Jacques. I never thought I'd see the day. You know, sometimes, okay, let me not project actually. Let me not project. Because sometimes, I'll be honest, I pass judgment sometimes on women over the men that they are arguing with about. I just think, this is the selection we've made. So basically, I think, so allegedly, right? So Deion Sanders, right? His daughter, Deondra Sanders. Allegedly, she's pregnant by Jacques and whatnot. But the issue, this is why the whole press thing is happening, is that Jacques has been messaging his ex. And so his ex now is on this flow of, if I wanted him back, I could get him kind of thing. So she posted up some texts that Jacques has sent to her, essentially kind of like wanting to be back with her and whatnot. Talking about, I want you, I don't want her, you are my true love, I don't need you to help me. Sex does not define love. And if you're trying to find love in sex, you're finna sleep with everybody. He says kids don't define a family. Mind you, his girl is pregnant. He said kids don't define a family. He said he wants her, blah, blah. So she's posted all of that up, whatever. And then some of you are out of order as well because people are basically in Deondra, in her comments, talking about Deion Sanders is your dad, don't have this, Jacques is not worth it. And this is mad. Sorry, I don't even know if it's a trigger warning, but it's cruel. People are basically saying like it's not too late. Sort the baby out. Get rid of the baby. On account of don't be tied to this man and whatnot. Anyways, the poor girl, Deondra, she's really pretty as well. I don't know, man. Really pretty girl. But basically, she just basically was like how she's heartbroken and she's never felt like this before. And, you know, she prayed to God. The ex that was exposing Jacques is out of order, by the way, but Listen to this. So Deandra says, I'm just so heartbroken. I don't think I ever felt like this before, but it is what it is. I prayed to God to show me. I pray for God to show me. I know we should never question God. Sometimes you guys are so... Anyway. Sometimes she said she doesn't understand why God allows her to love this hard, blah, blah, blah. She feels stupid and she feels dumb, whatnot. Not the ex that showed the text talking about, oh, girl, kind of doing laugh. She basically did laughing emojis and she was like, get over it, essentially. She was like, you weren't hurt when you were sleeping with him and doing this and da-da-da-da-da. It's just a whole mess. I don't really care if I'm being very honest with you. All of this is happening anyway, whilst flipping Jacques is 2 locks down because Trey Songz ripped them out last week. Well, he's 2 locks down in Dubai with a whole other girl. What are we doing here? Sometimes some things we need to, like, this. The MI5 could not get certain information out of me. I tell you. And this is the kind of information that never should have got out of them. But anyways, all of that being said, there's somebody else that is standing on business in terms of truth tellers. So on, Discord, I'm going to keep a thread this year of all the truth tellers.
I like how you started that.
Listen.
Yeah.
Right, because they're coming out everywhere.
Everywhere.
M.I.A. Do you remember M.I.A?
Mm-hmm.
All I want to do and take your money. That girl. Yeah, that's her.
That was a big song.
It's a big song, but she's going through it, man. She's going through it. So basically, right,
She done that.
she was in a relationship, basically. Was she even married? I don't know if they were married, but she was in a relationship with this guy who is like a big music exec of Universal Music, Universal Music Group and whatnot. They had a child together. They obviously broke up. He decides, I'm allegedly going to teach you a lesson. He decides that he wants to keep the baby. She's from here, right? She's from...
Yeah, you can.
She's been stuck in America. She's not allowed to leave Brooklyn.
I cannot leave.
So basically, right, he's... You know people speak of the powers that be?
Mm-hmm.
He is the powers that be. Because he basically got her child taken from her. And then he's done a whole thing where it's like she can't leave. I think her visa's not been renewed or something like that as well. And then she said how she's been stuck in Brooklyn for the past 13 years. Also, all of this, she's also accusing Jay-Z of being paid off by him. So the guy's Benjamin Brofman.
Okay.
Bronfman. That's his name.
Where do you think he's from?
I'm not going to say what people. So, she's also saying that Jay-Z, essentially, she's basically saying that when she got the court document, something like that, the Roc Nation stopped all communication with her. As soon as she was served for custody by him, by Benjamin, Roc Nation stopped all communication with her. Even like her music is a whole thing, trying to release it. Hold on, let me read some of what her post. Because honestly, it was a whole thing. It was a lot. She basically talked about how she sacrificed her career for her child. She said they ripped me off and copied my style and gave it to their puppets and shadow banned me on every platform. She said it was worth it to save him from the madness of what you now know. She also said Biden wouldn't let me see my child. The longest processing is meant to be 2 months, and it's already been that. So essentially, the process of her US visa and whatnot has been taking like 6 to 9 months. She said essentially she has to kind of wait for a Republican to come to office because 9 months from now is the election. She said she's not allowed to see her child. So she committed a crime allegedly when she was 18, right, of stealing food. So she said, I'm not allowed to see my child for stealing food at 18 when I was poor. Yet your government is okay with my child being with family convicted for child trafficking and sex cults.
Wow.
She said the difference between me and migrants coming in is that I can't vote. I'm paying US taxes. She also said about America's ethics are wrong and whatnot. She said, someone said, pick your child every time, as in like between your career and your child. And she said she picked a child. And she said the problem is that your country doesn't think the mother should even have a choice. Yeah, it was a whole bunch of stuff, to be honest. She said she's happy going to war for her child. And then she also showed the legal court order where she's required to be in America. So that's why she's stuck. She's stuck in Brooklyn. She has to be in America. Mm. But obviously the child custody stuff is not really going on. She said her first custody battle was in 2013 and her child was 4 and she was managed by Jay-Z, who was ultimately paid by the Bronfmans. She said also, like, when it comes to her records and whatnot, they buried it. They haven't supported it. They've done this, done that, blah, 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 blah. She said the day I was served for my child, Roc Nation stopped all communication with me and all my emails to Jay-Z asking for help was wiped from my inbox. My laptop was broken into, and every something was taken. I was trapped in Brooklyn on order served that restricted me leaving Brooklyn for 15 years. And then she said also that, I think this is the guy's new girl, something like that. Because she said, Aurora James vaccinated my child without my permission. Yeah, I think this is the guy's new girl. And she said they manipulated my child by lying to a 12-year-old, pretending to be his mum. Of course, if it's not your own child, you don't care when you can psychologically damage a child with mental games. And then she said the girl is Beyonce and Solange's friend. She said they vaccinated him even after calling me an anti-vaxxer. Yeah, she got cooked during the COVID times. And humiliating me in press for good 2 years, cancelling my latest matter record from all promo and touring, again sacrificing another LP, yet they still vaccinated him at 12 to get at me. It's a year of the dragons in Chinese. So she said she's ready to say some dragons, Happy New Year. Yeah, man. So she's going through all of that stuff. But then there's another rapper called Rai. And she basically responded to where M.I.A. said about sacrificing her career for a child. And she said, but you wanted me to sacrifice my kid for my career. You was calling me while I'm dealing with my child's father being shut up in a bed, trying to get me to get an abortion at 6 months. And your husband that you're calling out for taking your child was calling for you as well. So yeah, they were married actually, my bad. And whatnot. And she said basically the Rai lady was saying how the label was harassing her too, while her child's father was fighting for his life. So I guess she's calling M.I.A. a hypocrite and saying now that you need help, you're saying this, that, and other. But I don't know, stuff like that, when people do stuff like that, I'm like, okay, but that doesn't change the fact that she still needs help to get her child. Like, I get that she wronged you. I get that. I get it. It's sad all around. And I hope your man survived the shooting. But this woman here is crying out for her child and whatnot. So that's the latest person in the Truth Teller Committee telling her truth. And I guess we'll see what is to come from that, if anything at all, to be honest with you. Someone else who told the truth and is getting cooked for it. It's KSI, man. He's out here doing his stream, man, his business and whatnot. There was a comment about Israel and Palestine and whatnot. The guy said he didn't know anything about it. Obviously, he laughed and whatnot, but...
That wasn't the truth. He was lying.
But I'm here to play games. And here you go asking about political questions. So he said he didn't know, and now he's getting cooked. People are like, oh, how can you be so ignorant, But I'm only reporting that because I keep telling you lot, stop looking to celebrities and public figures to teach you about politics, or stop looking to them for have views about politics and stuff like, bro. Yeah. So he doesn't know. That's not the only thing we found out he doesn't know. We know he doesn't know a lot of things. That's okay. If he says he doesn't know, he doesn't know. And if he's not in the mood to talk about it, then he's not in the mood to talk about it. You know what I mean? Let people be, man. Anyway,
100%.
The nick is in a twist, so there's that. Someone else is not having a good day. Jonathan Majors, back in the news. Again, man. There's 2 new accusations against the man.
Whites.
Their names are Emma Duncan and Maura Hooper. So I will let you decide what names.
Relax them bunnies, eh?
Well, Cooper, is that a ginger?
No. Probably redhead. Probably a redhead. He looks like a redhead. He looks like a redhead. I think redhead women are so gorgeous, man. But anyways, so basically they spoke to New York Times and they are alleging that he was physically and emotionally abusive during their overlapping relationships with the man. So Emma is saying that on multiple occasions he was physically violent with her, and said they had a fight in July 2016 where he choked her and threw her body across the room, and he threatened that he was going to make sure she can never have children.
Wow.
Of course, he denied the allegations because what else would you do? Hooper, she dated him from between 2013 and 2015 after they met in Yale's drama school in Yale. And she says that he was deeply controlling and she was not allowed to speak to anyone about their relationship. But then his lawyers are countered with that, and they're explaining and saying that he was young and insecure. And he's embarrassed by some of his jealous behavior.
Oh, so he's kind of claiming this?
They're claiming, yeah.
Okay.
So, well, they're claiming this one. The emotional one of control,
yeah.
They can have a narrative on that. They put a spin on that one. The physical one, they're saying, hey, got the wrong person. Basically, Rolling Stone actually did an investigation in June, right? where apparently there was more than a dozen sources of like the people who are friends with the women and all that kind of stuff, and people that are present in a relationship, essentially corroborating the stories. And actually, with his case with Grace, the one that went to court and whatnot, there was actually meant to be a witness, but she pulled out because she got a threatening letter telling her not to what's it called? That she actually had been with him as well and had been allegedly physically abused by him as well, and she was going to testify to that, but then she basically got threatened. She got a letter through the post that was threatening her.
She's got proof of this letter.
Yeah, the article says that she received a threatening letter allegedly sent by a legal assistant who claimed that she was being investigated by a law firm and she was part of an ongoing criminal investigation.
Okay.
So I guess, yeah.
It's a roundabout.
Yeah, it's a roundabout way of saying you got other things to fry, so come out of this one because or there will be that kind of nonsense. But that's what's basically happening. But she also was talking about, she was basically going to corroborate the fact that he would go into a rage and was controlling and was physically abusive, all that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of day Jonathan Majors is happening. But But yesterday we talked about Monique. I love Monique, man. She was on live with her husband yesterday as well. I'd be lying if I said I tuned into it. I did not. I decided to have an early night. But apparently they were clearing some stuff. Oh, my fave, Charlemagne, did apologize to Monique for giving her Donkey of the Day, and he gave himself Donkey of the Day. And he basically said how, he was out of order for doing this, and he apologized, made it very clear in his apology. Jess and Envy made sure of that. And he said that clearly he's hurt her because he said that she's brought this up. This was the second time she's brought it up. And he was like, he can see that he's hurt her by doing that. So he's sorry about it. And then, he went on to give himself Donkey of the Day as well. And then he did say that Envy was the one who opened the phone lines. He wanted to call in, to which Envy as well then apologized. I think that's very healthy. That's what she just wants people to take accountability for the hurt that they've caused her and whatnot. So I know in the live with her husband, they were addressing a few things, Dale Hughley and all them people. But I don't have the information for you, unfortunately. But we do have the audio that she told Shannon Sharp about in terms of Tyler Perry taking accountability for what he did, for his lies. So Brent, if you could do the needful, please.
Is saying, wait a minute, hold up. We don't know this sister to be no bullshit. We know she a loudmouth. We know she'll say some shit off the wall. But what we know about it is she's true to her word.
And all I would ask you is two questions. The first question is, did you not just say it was wrong?
Tyler.
Did you not just say it was wrong, Tyler? To say she was difficult for not doing something that she was not contractually obligated to do? Did you not say that you would feel that was wrong? Or am I missing something?
I absolutely said that, yes.
So the question I would say is...
Are you speeding up?
Is there a number?
Yeah, it's 4 minutes long.
Oh, okay. Speed that up. Thank you.
Taking that back to them was just a huge problem, okay? And I'm going to say that because I just watched your podcast, and it really broke my heart because, number one, I feel you. I feel the sadness that's from you in all of this. And I don't want you to feel that, especially for me. I can't speak for anybody else. But for me, I'm not anyone that wants to hurt or offend anybody, especially you. I think you are brilliantly talented. I think you should have a lot more happening than you from that award. I thought for sure that if you had campaigned and won it and played by their rules, what would happen is in the next deal, you would have got more money, millions of dollars, and your career in the film would have been much different. I believe that much in your talent. So it's saying all of that. I just say it's just heartbreaking because I don't ever want you to think I'm not trying to blackball or say anything. Please give me what I say. I'm not trying to hurt you. I would never try to hurt you.
If Monique asked Lionsgate for a favor and they told her no, and she's asking for a favor that is not contractual, not something that they're contractually obligated to do, and they told her no, but then she went and told the world how difficult that they were, do you think that would be fair or unfair?
No, that's not fair. It's not fair.
So the question, pardon me. So the question I would ask of you, good sir, because I appreciate you being honest enough to answer that with a relative quickness. I really do. So the question that I would ask you is this: if we should do unto others as we would have them do unto ourselves, the question I would ask is, how do you sit back, or how would you feel if someone said about you that you were difficult to work with because you didn't want to perform for them a function that you were not contractually able or obligated to do? How would you feel about that?
Well, as I said, that's not fair. If I bring a movie for Monique over there, I'm going to have to say that. I'm going to have to defend it. I'm gonna have to fight them.
Well, it's easy. It's easy because all you would be doing is telling the truth. You are a 6'6" black man.
Come
Okay?
on.
Listen, I ain't got no problem, man. I ain't got no problem. Trust me when I tell you, I ain't got no problem.
Well, that's why we saying then.
I wanna say it to you.
Then say it now. Say it now.
Say it now, I'm black and I'm proud.
Come on.
James Brown is
I'm
counting.
saying it now. I will let all this cool off when I get back out on the press tour to promote my next thing. I know it's gonna come up. That's when I will talk about it. But Avatar, it's too hot. It's too hot. Y'all heated it up.
One thing that stood out in that conversation, it ended with the notion that he was about to speak publicly to start defending you or kind of let people know, hey, she was actually right. Did that ever happen? Did he ever come to your defense?
No, he did not. That's crazy, man. He's up on Medea, you know. Like when he doesn't like. Anyway, it doesn't put on an act. That's what I was saying. But yeah.
Sorry for the people that couldn't understand it because it was too fast. I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. I will also leave it in the Discord community a bit later. Shout out to you, Gina.
Pick up Gina. What did Gina do?
Telling me that it's too fast.
Yeah, Gina. I said the same thing. Then I clocked it was 4 minutes. I said wrap it up. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad that because she's getting a lot of support, and I'm glad that people are getting that. I just pray, I guess, it comes back to her in opportunities and stuff. Because winning an Oscar and then people killing your career like that is mad, man. But watch this space, innit? Monique is not backing down. And also, basically, people have been talking about like her husband and like how her husband's not good for her, and her husband is like talking in her ear and da-da-da. And do you know what? Yeah, sometimes I think we don't realize the gravity of like the conversation we have around relationships and stuff like that. A lot of people are not used to seeing what it is, what marriage looks like, or like what a healthy relationship looks like, or what it's like for like your partner to have your back, that kind of thing, where people are kind of misinterpreting it. It's weird because this man just stands up for her. Like she was saying, even in the Shannon interview, she was saying how like, I think, was it Tyler that wanted her to come have a conversation with him? And he said, yeah, come have a conversation with me, but come without your husband. Like, she's like, people will say to her, come without your husband. But she was like, you guys don't understand. My husband's actually what helps me, because if I was to come in here, I might be a hothead. He's the one that helps me think, you know, Iman's favorite word, critically kind of thing. Well, it's horrible, man. But anyway, big up Monique. They can never make me hear you, sis. Auntie, sorry. They can never make me hear you, auntie. But that's it for me. After a week of a mess. Let's get into People's Journal.
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. First thing I want to talk about is the fact that a US museum has handed back some looted artifacts to Ghana. So the king of the Ashanti Kingdom, who's the Asante Hene, has received 7 royal artifacts that were looted from the kingdom nearly 150 years ago. Yeah, so these items were repatriated from the Fowler Museum. This is based in the University of California in America, and handed over to the king, who is King Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, right? This is during a ceremony on Thursday. So some of the things that are included is a gold necklace, an ornamental chair, 2 gold stool ornaments, and 2 bracelets, right? There's an elephant tail whisk as well, which is a ceremonial piece that's held by someone of a, incredibly high status, a chief, a king, whatever it may be. Mm. So all of these things were handed back, man. So 100% big up. They just did what they were meant to do.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? But it's 150 years ago. And big up Jackie as well.
Actually, yeah, to be fair, big up them. Whoever it was, I thought, it's about time we give them back. Fair.
Mm-hmm. But big up Jackie. She let me know that basically this week they're celebrating, especially in the Ashanti region, Kumasi, the Third Anglo-Ashanti War, also known as the Sagrenti War, right? And for those who don't know, just give you a bit of history on it. Basically, it was a war that was sparked over. Obviously, they had loads of back and forths, right? But this is the third one, and this was sparked over a dispute over Elmina Castle. By the way, as you said, you're gonna go Ghana soon, isn't it? Hopefully.
Nigeria for sure.
Yeah.
But I do want to go to Ghana at some point though.
If you do, make sure you go to Elmina Castle.
What's that? Is that the slavery tour place?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there's two main ones that I went to in it that I think are just Elmina and Cape Coast. Okay. Elmina is the first one I went to.
Okay.
But it's significant in this part in that it was a key trading point for the Ashantis.
Okay.
So it's basically near the coast. And it's far from the Ashanti region where Kumasi is.
Okay.
So basically, this is where they would go, so they didn't have to deal with Fanti people, Fanti's another tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ghana and all those people down south, right? So this is a key place for them to do all of their trading and stuff.
Okay.
But then during this war, what sparked this war is because the Brits took it now.
Surprise, surprise.
You know what I'm saying?
Surprise.
Exactly, they took it. And basically, that's obviously the Ashantis are going to fight back, you know what I'm saying? And that's what made this whole thing break out into a war.
Okay.
So then obviously the Brits were getting beat up a bit. And then they sent down someone called Sir Garnet Wolseley. So he was one of their generals. And then he basically was meant to get all the Brits in the area to fight against the Ashantis. Long story short, the Brits eventually won. And obviously, this is I guess, in part how a lot of the stuff was taken. And you know what I mean? It really just really messed up the strength of the Ashanti kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And this happened 150 years ago. But after that, it's significant because I guess down the line, this is where colonialism had a proper stronghold. You know what I'm saying? Because once you defeated the Ashanti kingdom as well, it was a lot easier to kind of enslave and to allow certain things to occur during that period. But obviously also put inside the mindset of the people back home, especially in that region, even all of West Africa as well, because obviously a lot of the big empires suffered similar fates. And then put into their psyche, obviously, the zeal and desire to break free from the British rule, you know what I'm saying? Which then, I guess, some years later, decades later, we then got independence and we got all these other things that came from it. So yeah, just wanted to obviously big up everyone in Ghana, big up the Ashantis, you know what I'm saying? Big up Gina, she's obviously Ashanti. Big up Jackie as well.
You know
what I'm saying? Yeah. To be fair, no disrespect to any other tribe.
Oh, gosh.
No disrespect. But the Ashantis are the ones that, when you think Ghana, most people think Ashantis, if we're being honest. You know what I'm saying? Again, no disrespect to the Fantis, the Ghans, everybody else, right? I'm just saying.
Do you know what? For the first time, I actually get... first of all, I get how Nigerians sound, and I get how Yoruba people are. For the first time, I see it. Fair.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, again, no disrespect. But it was obviously a pivotal... war, and obviously it was very significant in just the way how things played out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, long story short, this week they're celebrating all of that, they're commemorating it, and so I guess it is a good time for, if they are going to give certain things back that they stole from back home, that this is the time to do so. So yeah, so that's what they were doing today, yesterday. Next thing I wanted to mention is thinking about influences back home. A South African foreign minister by the name of Naledi Pandor. She's accused Israeli... Huh?
Love that name. I was going to name my child that.
What, Naledi?
Yeah.
She's basically accused...
I don't know what kind of spirit you woke up with this morning.
She's accused Israeli intelligence of trying to intimidate her following the Gaza case at the International Court of Justice, the ICJ, right? So this is according to a local media report. So basically on Thursday, she told the Mail and the Guardian News via their website or whatever, that she was concerned about the safety of her family after having been targeted on social media. So the minister said that she'd spoken to the police minister about beefing up her security after she received threatening messages. Obviously, for those who don't know, South Africa have taken Israel to court, basically, about how they conducted themselves in Gaza. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure coming from different places. So obviously, we pray for her safety and we pray that obviously none of them people put their hands on our people, man. The Israelis have no business in Africa, so they better behave themselves. Next thing I wanted to mention is TikTok and Temu. Is it Temu or Temu?
Let's just say Temu. Temu sounds weird.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know. That website, yeah, the stories about it's so funny.
Well, there's another story right now. And then basically, they've pulled a cheap electric heater from their online stores, man.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, those electric heaters, guys, if you've bought one, please be careful. They can explode and start house fires.
I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah, there you go.
It's scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boy.
So, which, the consumer group, they pretty much tested 8 of their heaters, and the cheapest of them was like £7.20. Imagine. It's like, if you're paying that much for a heater, though. Like,
bro, something came right.
Ah.
But that's what TikTok does. TikTok, like, the amount of, like, the way TikTok has changed so much, where every other thing is, like, it's some kind of sell. They're trying to sell something to you. It's crazy. You can buy a house on there for, like, probably £2. It's crazy. What if when you get there, it's not going to be a house, is it? It's a little Barbie house. It's just very silly. The sales on there is mad.
It's crazy. So yeah, man. Anyway, they tested 8 of these heaters and found that most of them didn't meet, UK safety standards. So guys, please, if you're buying, I understand cost of living is tough, you know what I'm saying? Especially we're getting into the cold months. But please be careful, man. Because that £7.20 is not worth the thousands you're going to be paying to repair your house. And even just your one jumper, even to burn one jumper, your jumper is more expensive than this
Flipping heating.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it said that the devices, some of which have been promoted by influencers on TikTok, like Esther said, they pose a serious safety risk to the users, man. So TikTok and Temu both said that customer safety was their priority after the fact, obviously, and they've now pulled it. Not last thing. The next thing I wanted to mention is that Barclays, Tesco Bank, yeah, exactly. So guess how much do you think that deal's worth?
32 million pounds.
Okay.
What are they doing? Buying what?
They're buying Tesco Bank, not Tesco, just the bank part of it, the bank arm of Tesco. Barclays is buying that. So they're going to be taking over Tesco Bank's credit cards, loans, savings accounts. And they've also agreed to market Tesco-branded banking services. A bit more information under the deal. About 2,800 of Tesco's banking staff will now be transferred to Barclays as well, which kind of makes sense. 2,800? 2,800, yeah.
Of the staff or customers?
The staff. The staff.
I thought that was the customers.
No. Staff.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's huge, man. It is huge. But yeah, basically the deal is worth 600 million. 600 million pounds.
600 million?
Yeah. So it's quite a big deal, man. Wow. And yeah, so the supermarket has retained some of its Tesco Bank's services, including like the insurance part of it, the ATMs, the travel money, the gift cards, all that part of it is still going to be owned by Tesco. But the credit cards, the loans, the savings accounts, all of that main stuff when it comes to banking will be transferred to Barclays. And like I said, it's a £600 deal. So yeah, the last thing I wanted to mention is, I'm not too sure if you guys have seen it, probably not. It's probably an American thing. But Uber Eats is they're getting heated, man. So like they're facing a lot of backlash. Apparently they've got a Super Bowl advert where they're kind of making fun of a guy who had an allergic reaction to peanut butter.
Oh, that's difficult. People die from peanut allergy.
This is it, yeah. So a charity, which is called FAIR, the Food Allergy Research and Education Charity, they said that it was surprised and disappointed to see the company use allergies as a joke. One person himself allergic to peanuts said that the ad was disgusting, tone deaf, and completely unnecessary. The BBC
because what was the reason? What's that got to do with Super Bowl? I get the tell peanuts on the stands, but still.
Who knows? Yeah, but yeah, apparently it's there's a lot of big people in the advert, you know.
I would actually like to see the advert.
It's got Jennifer Aniston. Maybe Brent can put it up. But it's got Jennifer Aniston. It's got David Schwimmer as well. It's got David Beckham, Victoria Beckham in it. And basically the premise of the advert is about people forgetting things. So one scene shows...
So the guy forgot he was allergic to peanuts?
I think so. Or maybe the partner. I don't know, something. I'm not too sure. But that's basically what it is. Yeah. So one scene shows the Beckhams in the kitchen with David saying to Victoria Beckham, remember when you used to be a pepper lady? And she responds, wasn't it the Cinnamon Sisters? But the controversy comes when it features a man appearing to have an allergic reaction with hives in his face and swollen eye, innit? Saying there's peanuts in peanut butter.
Put the peanut in the peanut jar.
So yeah, man. Yeah, anyway, that's basically what the situation is. People are not finding it funny. And yeah.
Did you find it, Brent?
Not yet.
And Uber Eats are basically, people are just kind of complaining about
man,
Uber
that
Eats.
is. But that's the thing, though, because I was thinking they should have used something that's less serious, like mushrooms. But then, what if someone?
There will be someone. There will be someone. There's always someone.
Maybe they should have used milkshake. The crap at the day was milk in there.
Then the black community will come out and say we're all lactose intolerant.
You ain't got time. You didn't see the ad. What a mess, man. This world is funny.
But that's pretty much it for the People's Journal, man.
All right, thank you. What we do next? Headlines. Yes,
Headlines.
please.
All right, people. So this next headline, big trigger warning on this one, yeah? I'm not too sure if I should go into a bit more detail with it. But anyways, big trigger warning. So, yeah, please bear that in mind. Australian rugby union player Kurtley Beale has been found not guilty of sexually assaulting a woman in a Sydney pub bathroom, right? So prosecutors alleged that he had groped a 29-year-old woman and later later forced her to perform oral sex in December of 2022. But the Wallaby star, who's 34, said that their encounter was totally consensual. So his legal team argued that the woman had lied to get sympathy from her fiancé. Yeah, so after a 2-week trial, the jury cleared him of 3 charges. The verdict paves the way for Mr. Beale, who was suspended by Rugby Australia when he was charged. And basically now, hopefully, he can return to the field. But outside court, Mr. Beale said that he had always maintained his innocence. My family and I have suffered a terrible year, and I'm so glad that the truth has come out. Shall I provide a bit more context? Basically, all it was, I shouldn't say all it was, but what it was is that, and I believe there was some CCTV footage as well that helped the jury kind of decide on what occurred. But basically, she told the court when she was giving evidence that she repeatedly said no to him and said, "Oh, you're married and I'm engaged, so obviously we can't do nothing," type thing, right? And in a phone call recorded by police a month later, the woman confronted him. So police recorded this, bear in mind, and he apologized multiple times. It kind of reminded me of Tory Lanez when he was on the phone in Penn and kind of apologizing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
For
but anyway,
doing what he did, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, this is what seemed to be the case as well. So police recorded this a month later after this occurred. He apologized multiple times and said that he may have misjudged the whole scenario. And in another call with his manager, also recorded by the police, he said that he had messed up. So summing up their case, prosecutors said that he had been reckless as to whether whether or not the woman consented to his actions. But his lawyers said that what happened in the toilet stall was consensual and it was initiated by the complainant, right? And why are they saying this? They're saying this because the woman had originally claimed that he followed her into the bathroom. But when you look at the CCTV, it looked like it showed that she entered second. So he's gone in first. Then she's
into the
followed.
store or into the bathroom?
So this is the bathroom. So exactly. So this is where it gets somehow, you know what I'm saying? But
then
at no
what was he
point,
apologizing for then?
I think maybe just the
That's not
entire
evidence enough
situation.
to say that he still did not do what she alleged he did.
What, you mean the video footage?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah, but I think
he
it
followed
just
me, I
adds-
followed him, okay, but then the act still happened. And what was you calling and saying you messed up for then?
See, but this is why I guess there's some controversy to it. But basically, what happened was witnesses inside the men's bathroom reported hearing what sounded like a sex act, but no distress or her protesting or nothing. So people were there hearing stuff as well, and it just sounded like she was complicit in the entire thing. So at no point had Mr. Beale said that he knew the woman had not consented. This is what she's argued, and in fact, he told his manager that he believed that she had. So yeah, so it was just a combination of things, innit? So I think it sounded like obviously there was no consent from her angle, but when you couple the fact that he went in there first, she followed him, I guess the jury's thinking, why are you coming in the toilet?
The
with
jury
me?
are dumb. Because what was he apologizing for then?
I
Because he
think just the
apologized to
whole
her, then he
situation.
called the manager. Well, if it was a consensual thing, what are you apologizing for?
I think it's just the whole mess. Obviously I'm trying to.
Was there a mess at the time though? Because was he apologizing after she'd reported the police or gone to the court or something, or was it after it happened?
What do you mean? So no, this is before court. This is before court. So this is in between. So obviously the accident happened a month later. Now she's called.
Okay.
But the police is I guess in the background recording this.
Okay, and so that's
Yeah.
when she's
So that's when he's
disputed is when he's
apologized.
then apologized.
I'm not too sure. This is the thing. I'm not too sure if he's apologizing like you're saying for her saying, "Oh, you raped me" or something. He's just, I think, apologizing for the entire situation, like me and you being in this mess together.
He's a
You're
joke.
engaged. I'm married. All
Well, it's
this
a
type of stuff.
consensual thing, so what are you apologizing for? Anyway, what a mess.
But yeah, exactly. The whole thing is just a mess anyway. But yeah, long story short, the jury decided that, and yeah, man, the guy is been found not guilty. And the last thing I wanted to mention is just the UK weather, pretty much. Weather warnings remain in place as snow and rain continue to fall across the UK. Yellow
Sometimes
warning.
they say the obvious and it annoys me. I know. I was driving in said weather.
But they want to let you know it's going
No,
to
you should give me a warning before it happened. I don't need to know it's continuing. I can see it's continuing. Silly people.
But yeah, so yellow warnings for snow and ice are in force for much of Scotland through Friday and Saturday. So bear that in mind, people. And apparently what they're saying, there's a chance that there might even be power cuts and travel disruptions as well, depending on where you're from. You know what I'm saying? In the country. But yeah, bear that in mind as well. More than 60 flood warnings are also in place across southern, central and northeast England as well. So yeah, man, people be safe out there. and factor that into your journeys and whatnot.
Okay.
That's pretty much it for the headlines.
Thank you. You paying bills today?
Pardon me. Let's pay the bills.
Let's get into the reaction.
Welcome to the reaction, people, where I read your sports headlines for you. There's not a lot to get into today. Oh, just the one actually. Teofimo Lopez defends light welterweight title with controversial points win over Jamaine Ortiz. So American Teofimo Lopez defending his WBO World Light Welterweight title with a controversial unanimous points win over compatriot Jamaine Ortiz in Las Vegas. Lopez, 26, was seemingly outboxed over 12 rounds as two judges scored it 115 to 113 with one highly contentious scorecard of 117 to 111. The decision was booed by the fans inside Michael Lobb Ultra Arena. You could all boo. Said you could all boo all you want, Lopez said before directing a homophobic slur towards the crowd. He called out American Unified Welterweight champion Terence Crawford for a catchweight bout. I'm here, I'm ready, I'm hungry, I'm younger, I'm prettier, he said. The agile and more elusive Ortiz, fighting in a southpaw stance, made use of his reach advantage and quick feet to frustrate Lopez. Ortiz, 27, circled around the ring on the back foot as Lopez struggled to find any real rhythm. I stuck to the game plan, I listened to my corner and my team, and I thought I was winning, Ortiz said. I think I won the fight, which I'm like, what can I say? He couldn't hit me. I was making him miss all night. 117 to 111 is just ridiculous. But two-weight world champion Lopez blamed his opponent for fighting too defensively. What is there any? Has he got any claims? Any substance to these claims?
I haven't seen the fight, man. It happened last night.
Okay.
So I've not seen it, but I have heard that that it's not really controversial like that. Some people are basically saying that Jamaine Ortiz threw away. Because basically the first half of the fight, some people said he was up 5 rounds to 1. But literally the second half now, he just kind of just let it go. So it's more so he lost the fight rather than Teofimo won the fight, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah, some people saw it as draw. Some people seeing it as obviously Teofimo winning by a bit. But I think most people kind of feel like it was a robbery because, as in, not most people think it's a robbery, but the people that think it's a robbery, they think it is because of one of the scorecards, which is like 117 to 111 or something like that.
Yeah.
So they think, what the hell, what are you people seeing? But again, that is only one scorecard anyway. Teofimo won and all the others, so it's a unanimous decision. But yeah, man, I'm going to check out the fight, the highlights afterwards, but because it sounded like a good fight anyway. But yeah, that's it really.
All right then. Well,
There's some fixtures. That's it really. Remember we got the AFCON on the weekend.
what day is the final?
Sunday.
Oh, I'm going to miss that.
I wanted to go because DLT and 90s Baby are doing a thing. Well, 90s Baby are hosting a thing that DLT's put together.
Nice.
I went to get a ticket, clicked on it, and it was sold out. So I need to message 90s Baby to see if they got a guest list because I just think that's so rude. It was so rude. It went on sale, it was done.
I'm going to R&B, so...
Oh, on Sunday. They got to play Ashake one time if we win. They're taking it. Just throw in a little Ashake. I'm sure Ashake's got love songs in there. You can throw that in there. But should be fun though.
Lil Jon as well.
Lil Jon, innit?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, play Lil Jon, man. Ashake, same person. Same locks. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get into Donut then.
Oh, shame. Sunday. I wonder what someone else is doing on Sunday. Gin and gist. Darn.
Birthday.
Oh.
Darn.
She'll watch the fight. She'll watch the match as well, man. You know what I mean? Spend some of that birthday blessing so Nigeria win.
You have a birthday watch along.
A birthday watch along.
Right.
But yeah. Come.
If Nigeria wins, yeah.
When?
On Sunday.
When Nigeria wins,
Yes.
yeah. Like Nigerians are so insufferable. It's gonna be crazy. I can't even begin to. Basically, while they were celebrating the whole win and whatnot, there's a financial page that that basically tweets about the exchange rate and whatnot, and they must have posted what the naira is currently worth. And this guy was like, "Hey, read the room."
Funniest thing I've seen about that is all the Nigerian people singing water. Oh,
Oh my god!
that is.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that they renamed
hilarious.
it? It's not my piano no more. It's our piano. Nigerians are so annoying, you know.
Yeah, there's a video
Gosh.
of them going brazy singing water. It's so funny. It make me sweat.
No, Nigerians are so insufferable, man. Like proper annoying, man.
No, that is good vibes. I don't even gonna lie. That is. Man knocked out South Africa and just started singing water. You know?
This is our piano.
That is cold. That is good vibes.
Different level trolling.
I like.
It's different, bro. Like
It's top tier.
it's mad. Like some of the things I haven't even reposted, I'm just like, oh man, it's too far. I told you someone at Nelson Mandela talking about wake up. So rude.
What?
So rude. So rude. Why is he in it?
Oh my goodness.
Nigerians. I know, big up Nigerians, man.
Every time, man.
Big up y'all.
You know we make the world go round.
Listen,
I'm telling you, man.
you need a Nigerian in your life. I'm telling y'all. Over to you, King.
Are we
Don't
done
know.
it?
Who's the night?
Are we done it?
Yeah,
Or did you press it?
yeah. You were singing water.
All right then. Well, somebody said to me that Ramsey suggested something, so I didn't even bother looking at it. I thought I'd just wait to see what it was.
Never did that.
Oh, so you guys want to...
It's a surprise.
Ramsey sent something. You want to do an
Oh,
unveiling
you
live
don't know
on
what
air?
it? Oh, you don't know what it is?
Oh, gosh.
It's gonna be a surprise. I trust Ramsey, man. Ramsey will not
find
disappoint.
out.
Okay.
Look at this.
Oh my god.
Because we get two phones. When one no gets network, the other one will surely have am. Hello? We're Nigerians. Of course, where they write, do not relate here. Now that place where we go peace with our full chest. We are Nigerians. Of course, we know they grieve for anybody. If you do anyhow, you go say anyhow. If you bring trouble, we go serve you double. Aboya wele. Yeah. We are Nigerians. Of course, we know they use zebra crossing. Eh? You cross at your own discretion. If motor jam you, or speed too. Now don't see. They can use you. We are Nigerians. Of course, we dey price everything. Madam, how you dey? I beg, how much you dey sell this one?
It's 15 naira, sir.
I lie. I go buy 2 for 10 naira.
So you know that the groundnut is very expensive, so I
Also?
can't make it for that.
No, you go do am.
Ah,
For me, you
sorry.
go do am. Oh yeah, 2 for 20. We are Nigerians. Of course, if light no
Christy?
dey, you know the fear. You get inverter. We are
Christy, rise up.
Nigerians.
Innit, man?
Rise up, Christy.
Nailed it.
Nailed it, you know. Apart from the fact he's white, everything is accurate. But the fact that he's white makes it inaccurate.
Oh, was it accurate?
Yeah. He's got a good accent as well.
But he needs to mind his business.
He needs definitely to mind his business.
What if that's
He
his
needs to think
business?
And his Yoruba is good.
What if he's a Yoruba man?
He's
He
not.
is.
Does he live over there?
He's saying that
I
he
think he
is.
lives there, yeah. I've seen him in a few skits of it, like in other people's.
But you see what I'm
stuff back
saying?
home.
Is that
Oh,
what
so he's a Yoruba man?
No, he's a white man. He's not a Yoruba man. That's
He's
impossible.
cosplaying Yoruba, man.
Yeah,
What? Like,
But
but
he ain't got the-
he's cosplaying 24/7 though.
maybe.
Yeah, but
might
he
be
ain't
in
got
the
the Yoruba man
M to R thing.
blood in him.
Is it
Might be
M?
M to R, yeah. You might have some mixed race step siblings.
But you see what I was saying the other day about like, you can say that you're from that culture and whatnot. It's always gonna look like you're taking a piss.
Yeah, 100%.
It's always gonna look like you're doing a skit
Yeah,
because you don't go here.
exactly.
But now he might speak Yoruba, he might say everything he says, but he doesn't have the Yoruba men swag. There's a swag that they possess. He ain't got that. He ain't qualified. He ain't certified. Yeah, Ramsey's done out for saying that. Love you, Ramsey.
But yeah, nah, we have to put this white guy in done at him. He needs to mind his business, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
it?
Yeah, man, he has to, man. There's a Ukraine-Russia war that you can talk about.
Was he born there?
In Ukraine.
No. Where was this guy born?
Ukraine. I don't know. I don't think he's born back home.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
think
probably
so.
just lives there.
Yeah.
If he was born there, would that make a difference? Is it?
No,
Nah, man.
but he speaks good Yoruba though, because he's thingy. He was on point. His accent, not the Nigerian accent, as in when he spoke, when he said the Yoruba, he said, or when he spoke the Yoruba, he spoke on point.
He was born there.
Was he born there?
Yeah.
You said that.
But
Oh, but I mean, Bard has always been a
so
bit
he's
shit,
more
you know,
Yoruba than Emmanuel.
That's impossible.
He's Nigerian though, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't know if he's Nigerian.
He might not be Yoruba, but he's
Well,
Nigerian.
he's got a passport, no?
Well,
No,
Chris,
but I don't know.
Chris
Yes,
said
he
he's never
does.
married to a Nigerian woman.
He's married to a Nigerian woman.
He's not.
He is.
He went to where he's from to get a wife.
Christie's lying.
There you go.
Propaganda.
Christian never told a lie.
If you're
Yeah.
British, he's Nigerian, isn't it?
That's wrong.
That's if he is Nigerian. That's if he's got a passport. If he's got all them things there. But remember,
When he
Nigeria,
was
Nigeria
having
was,
it.
was something that was formed how many decades ago? Who gives a crap about Nigeria? I care about Yoruba. That's what I care about. You know what I'm saying? I care about the people there, not the country that white people drew up one day.
Anyway, all the best all parties involved. Because I don't gatekeep enough. You keep inviting everyone to the cookout.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And look, cookouts are Sunday roast fest.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Just is right.
What?
If he's born there, he's Nigerian.
That's wonderful. Do you know just some people I'm talking about that keep letting the gate open? I keep leaving the gate open.
I don't know who to give it to. I thought that was like an example of a strong Nigerian man, isn't it, Brent?
100%.
You're telling me it was authentic, the accent was all right, everything was proper.
To be fair though, you let what's that guy's name? Trucky? What was it?
Tuggy.
Tuggy. So
Yeah, you know what I
I
mean?
expect nothing less from you. That's fine.
It's right, Iman. Iman
Tuggy's
is
your
Ghanaian.
Jamaican brother.
The chat's right, man.
What did you say?
Iman's Ghanaian. Why is he fighting for Yoruba?
Standing in solidarity.
Because I don't understand. Can't I be both? Like, I'm living proof I'm both. I don't
So you
understand.
can be both, but he can't be Nigerian?
He could be Nigerian if he's got a passport and everything,
got a
yeah.
passport,
But he
man.
can't be Yoruba. That's what I'm saying. So and that's what matters to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Nigeria can cease to exist tomorrow, literally. But the Yoruba land cannot cease to exist. Yoruba people can't cease to exist. We are here forever.
What's killing me is that when you do that, if Nigeria did cease to exist tomorrow and they said all the Yoruba people will come here, that guy's coming. That's the maddest thing.
Come to where?
He's stepping forward. That's the wildest thing. Anyway, all the best to everybody.
All right then, well. Who's done it? Him?
The people that said he's allowed to come to cookout, Gina just is done it here for a birthday. That's a birthday present. Happy birthday, girl. Everybody that doesn't see a problem with this, all of y'all done out here.
Oh, man. All right, that's who's done it. Anybody don't got a problem with him.
Thank you very much.
Let's get into our outro.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Don't forget to join our Discord. I'm sure there'll be stuff happening over the weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to play some playlists.
You're going to post some playlists.
I'm going to play some playlists on the
live
chat. Yeah.
Nice. That playlist, can you send me the playlist from this morning?
Yeah, I can.
That was a good playlist.
Yeah.
So join the Discord and all that great stuff. Throw stuff in there. Have conversations in there. Everything all respectful and loving as always. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel as well. Follow us on our social media platforms the day after TNB. Also big up our lovely researchers and our lovely editor. If you want to send your dilemmas in, the number is 075 6484 1073.
Black Rob.
What happened?
Sorry, Esther.
Is it right?
Asks when are you going to test out the Discord calling function. I put it on during the topic of the day. I also put it on during the
Intro.
Yeah, when Edward having that music discussion. Where were you, young man?
Where were you, love?
Where were you? It's on right now.
Who do you love?
And I know it works anyway, so
It does work.
it's tested. But don't worry, during the weeks to come, there are going to be other opportunities for you guys to take part.
100%.
I know Emmanuel is going to be cooking with the topics of the day. So
That's right. That's right.
next week, babes.
I know that's right. What's I gonna say? Yeah, the Discord link is in our bio.
That babes is for Esther, not for Black Rob. I just realized I said it whilst referring to or addressing Black Rob. I take that back. It's not yours.
You're so silly, man. Anyways, you want to inquire about the show, feature on the show, all that great stuff, your dilemmas. There's one email address for all of that great stuff. And the email address is thenewblack@thenewblack.com. Have a great weekend, everybody. Big up Gin and Gist. Good birthday, babes. And we'll see y'all on Monday. Okay, goodbye.